Hello, and welcome to our first ever Viewers' Choice live commentary on the Sausage Factory. As you know, Sausage Factory, just a bunch of guys sitting around talking about movies. Tonight we're going to be sitting around watching and talking about the movie that you chose to be our inaugural Viewers' Choice live commentary. We had over 200 votes. Predator won hands down. So thank everybody out there who voted. We appreciate it. And tonight this show is for you guys. I'm your moderator, Pizzal. With me tonight, I have got the voice of the Sausage Factory, Big Movie Mike. What's going on, Mike?
Hey, what's up, Biz? What's going on, everybody? You ready for some get to the chopper action? I know I am.
Haha. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's going to be fun. Also with me tonight is James, DVD Collector 1974. What's going on, man?
Hey guys, what's up? Here to watch some Predator. Can't wait for this one. Been waiting for a long time.
Also with me tonight is Jay the Stingray. What's going on, Jay?
What's up, guys? I'm gonna have me some fun.
What are we drinking tonight?
This is some of the McDonald's McCafe stuff.
That's good stuff.
Good.
Product
Yep, that's
placement.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Yep, good stuff. Drink a lot of that at the office. Good stuff. Also with me tonight is Rambo Raff. What's going on, Rambo?
Doing well, folks. Don't be pushing too many pencils.
Also with me is Raiho Magnifico. What's going on, Raiho?
This stuff will make you a sexual Tyrannosaurus.
You stole my line, man.
I don't.
What are
Should
we
ask me
drinking?
for-
Some moose?
No, I'm having
Drink-
Sir John A's Honey Wheat Ale.
See, I was going to say,
Wheat.
Honey Wheat Ale, yeah. Give it a shot.
I was going to say
today.
that too, but I was going to put it back into the. I'm now sponsored again by Great Value. Drink some Mountain Light, and it'll turn you into a goddamn sexual tyrannosaur.
Yeah, that was way better than mine. So, what? Can we edit that out? We're on.
We'll fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post.
And Orc is with us tonight. What's going on, Orc?
I'm fucking here. I'm excited. We're gonna watch which episodes of To Catch a Predator? Oh shit! Am I on the wrong?
We're on the wrong show.
You're on the wrong side of this, too,
We're
brother.
on the very wrong show, yes.
Let's bring it, Stone.
They, on a different note, though, they would shit their pants if a Predator walked out instead of Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
They would indeed. They would indeed. All you guys watching at home, if you want to queue up your own copy of the film and watch with us live in real time, we have got our Predator Blu-rays, DVDs, what have you, queued up at 0.00 right at the very beginning of the film before the 20th Century Fox logo. So we'll give you guys a few minutes to get your copy of the film synced up. Cole has joined us. What's going on, Cole?
I really hustled to get here before you guys started, so that's good.
You made it.
I made it. So talk amongst yourselves while I scarf down this chili cheese dog.
Ooh, Philly cheese dog.
Yeah, I don't want to say that.
That is seriously the
But yeah, watch the movie with us in real time. Leave questions, comments in the comment section of the video. We'll get around to answering them and reading them at the end of the show. Live tweet with us during the commentary at TSF Nation on Twitter, or join us in the live chat room over on the website, thesausagefactoryshow.com. We'll be in and out of there, several of us, I'm sure, during the course of the night. We've got a full house here, a lot to talk about. This is just one of the most classic, flawless films ever. It is a sci-fi, horror, action, tough guy, badass classic, and it's a thrill to be sharing this movie with you guys live. Predator. Awesome movie. Awesome movie. Before we start the show, have you guys seen any good movies this week that you want to discuss? No.
I can't think of anything. The
I
only
haven't really
thing-
watched much lately.
I'm about halfway through a older horror movie, Australian horror movie called Long Weekend. I didn't make it all the way through it last night though.
Oh, that's a good one.
So far, so good.
Okay.
All my attention's been on Daredevil so far. So
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys are digging the new Daredevil show?
I am shocked by how good it is because, like, I don't like
mean-
TV. I hate adaptations. I'm a big comic book geek, and I can't stand when they adapt something and change things. And like, I am shocked by just how well they're treating the material and everything like that. Great casting and everything so far. I've watched the first 8 episodes, so 5 to go.
Cool. What do you think of it, Raho?
I love it. I mean, I could dare say I think you can make an argument for it might be the best Marvel live-action property right now. I mean, I love the Avengers. I never thought I'd say that, but I was never an Avengers guy. But I do love the Avengers. I really like the movies and stuff like that. And the Avengers movie blew me away, and I'm really looking forward to the sequel. But Daredevil is just it's absolutely so brutal and well acted and just everything. They nailed everything.
Yeah, and as Jay said, like a geek like me, every time they just like mention a name or something, it's a little comes out. I think there because they're just like, well, last episode I watched. This is no spoilers, so nobody worry. But last episode I watched, they mentioned Roxxon. I was like, Roxxon, stuff like that. That's a corporation.
Yeah.
Real quick, James, you can check this out on Netflix.
Yeah, as soon as it comes out on DVD, I'll watch the shit.
Big Daredevil.
What if we got you a Netflix account? Would you want it?
We're gonna start a Kickstarter.
Right after we get Michael.
Weak physical media is dying a rapid death, unfortunately. I'm not for it. I'm just
I'll
saying.
be fine as soon as it comes out too, because it's
I'll hold
good
on.
enough to own for sure. But James, you like Daredevil?
I do like Daredevil.
Yeah.
I'll
Is there
watch
like a
it. I'll just
section in
fucking-
history you like best?
My daughter has Netflix. I'll end up watching it. I'm not that bad off. Yeah, I really, of course, Frank Miller's stuff
Yeah, right.
is really good, but Brubaker was probably my favorite run in the past like 20 years.
Yeah. Well, Brubaker did a tweet like last week where he called the show pretty much fucking perfect, which is pretty high praise. But yeah, no, they draw from all that. It's really good. Like, it's not really just one thing. I mean, it's Miller probably more than anything just because of that. But I mean, they really draw from all the the best stuff. They pretty much leave the boring '90s alone until the very end of the '90s.
How much does the law practice play in it?
Quite heavily, but the whole idea is to start, so they're like barely anything right now. They're just like, they can barely pay their bills and stuff. So like, it's a very start.
That's good, though.
So, but I mean, yeah, but no, it's big, and I'm really happy with the guy that plays Foggy. Like, great casting there. Like, he's just got that whole happy-go-lucky attitude to him, and he's he looks right.
Good.
Cool. I happened to see Digging Up the Morrow the other day, which Stingray, I know you saw that when you liked it. I liked it too. Thought it was pretty good. I thought it was clever. The way that they sort of they played it as real. That Adam Green played Adam Green, the filmmaker, and had his real cinematographer in there, and they were searching for monsters, and I actually liked it. What's funny is, Adam Green is known for the Hatchet. He's the Hatchet guy, and I hate those movies with a passion. But I've liked Digging Up the Morrow, and I liked Frozen. So.
You like that? Let It Go.
I was just gonna say it's a great.
Yeah,
thing.
it's really catchy.
That's what I think of first. Now I've seen that damn thing so many times.
I remember when I first saw the movie, because it was a couple years ago, I tweeted something. I said something like, "Oh yeah, I just saw Frozen for the first time. I really liked it." And first thing Jay, he's like, "You won't like it after you've seen it 100 fucking times." He's like, "This is my own personal hell," or something.
A house full of kids. It gets worse the number of kids are there.
Yeah, I think I'd rather watch the Hatchet films on a loop rather than watch that film once.
Oh no, not me. Hatchet is shit.
It's dumb, lovable shit,
into these
though.
movies.
The first one's silly enough. I've never watched the other ones. I could get by.
Like, I watch them out of morbid
Yeah,
curiosity, and they actually get
you've
worse
not
as they
missed
go.
anything.
I like the one where
Yeah.
Daniel Harris has the wicked eyebrow that kicks up like about halfway up her forehead, like a bad Botox experience or something.
Halloween 4.
Before we get into the commentary, we do need to mention, because this happened just today, and I know we've got a lot of Star Wars fans here amongst us and out there watching, the trailer number 2 to The Force Awakens was revealed today. I'm sure you guys have all seen it. What did you think of the trailer?
Not watching it. I watched the very first teaser, and that's it. I'm really going to try to hold to that. So
I want you to watch it so badly, and I want you to see it, but I'm not going to say anything else.
I might cave, but I'm not going to cave yet anyway, for sure, first day. But I really said, after I watched the very first teaser, not the European one, not the extended one, I watched the normal one, I was like, that's going to be it. So I'm going to really try.
I really tried to, too, but I couldn't do it.
Chewbacca.
You.
This is Chewbacca.
Chewbacca's ageless.
He is.
Chewbacca's like 600 years old, apparently. I mean, you can make up those rules with aliens, right?
Sure.
You can do whatever you want. You can throw ET in there.
Yeah. See, I'm more tolerant of Chewbacca being in this than in the prequel trilogy. Like, it pissed me right off that Chewbacca shows up in the prequel trilogy.
And then he talks to Yoda.
Friend of Yoda. Because Yoda's like, goodbye, Chewbacca. I was like, oh, come
It's
on.
like, we're
they
all
just make all these
buddies.
links that aren't necessary.
Get in this ET ship and fly away.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, coincidences. I mean, we are, like, I don't know.
They should add a new scene in where he talks to, like, Gizmo. Get it all. Just tie it all in. Right? Gizmo's an alien. The Mogwais are all aliens. I just think that would be perfect.
I would like a Gremlins 3, kind of. More so
I'd
than
love a Gremlins 3, but they do it with CG. I need it to be puppets.
I don't know, get Brian Henson on that.
Yeah, they should.
That won't happen.
Oh, I know.
No, it won't happen.
I'm dying to talk about Star Wars, but I don't want to ruin it on Cole.
Well, I'll just
I was just going to say that
Well, I mean, they did.
enjoyed it.
talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, I mean, they really did. I mean, they don't reveal too much. I mean, it's more of a teaser than anything. I mean, it's like a minute long. And, I mean, it's just to get you all riled up for... I mean, we're still... It doesn't come out till December. So, I mean, we're what, you know... I mean, we're many months away.
Yeah.
We're many months away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready for plenty more trailers to come.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And you know what?
There
He's
will-
covered
Yes.
all the things now. Like, so early on, a bunch of stuff got leaked. You know, all these like different art samplings and stuff like that they were using for the different shots. And he's basically covered off all those now. So if you saw those, like, that's it. You know what I mean? In this teaser, he hit almost every one of them. The Chrome Trooper, Darth Vader's head. Like, he's hit every note, I think, at this point. The guy with the blade again and stuff like that. So I think everything that's been leaked, it's like, sure, now you've seen it all.
But who's under that mask?
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson. He's still alive.
As long as it's not Jar Jar.
You know,
As long as it's not Jar Jar.
Jar Jar's great-great-grandfather.
Yeah. That's what
I
we're
thought
Until
it
it's
was a-
just Nick Fury in there.
Yeah.
David Hasselhoff, Nick Fury.
Well, let's go ahead and get this live commentary started. And I hope you guys are all ready. As I said before, watch the movie with us in real time. Comment questions in the comment section of the YouTube video. Live tweet with us at TSF Nation during this show. Head over to thesausagefactoryshow.com and into the live chat room. I'm sure there's some of us over there. We'll be in and out during the course of the commentary as well. So let's go ahead and let's get this party started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press play. Let's mind those volumes, people. Let's mind those volumes.
I got it on mute.
So we should be seeing 20th Century Fox now, right?
When they used to be
Yes.
worth of shit, and now they're fucking 20th century fuckface, in my opinion. Hate that company.
I don't even have this in widescreen. I never got this in Blu-ray yet, which is kind of a crime. I have this on an old DVD that's on, like, not even widescreen.
Man, he looks young.
Gordon Silver.
When Joel Silver was worth of shit, too.
The 80s. The 80s.
I have it on mute, but I can imagine the music.
Or imagine the metal version of it that you
Yeah.
posted on Twitter earlier.
I'll just throw this
Yeah.
out one more time since we're on. The NES Romancer, at the NES Romancer. This guy does covers of like NES games and stuff like that, and he does them all in metal, and he's absolutely incredible. And he did a Predator theme. I put it up there today on Twitter. It's awesome. He just happened to do it just the other day. It just worked out.
Been on a big NES kick lately myself.
The score by Alan Silvestri is just perfect.
Yes, yeah, amazing score.
It is awesome.
And then the original Predator with Van Damme.
Yeah, I got helicopter.
Yes,
Is that right?
yes. Yes, helicopter. We're on the helicopter now.
Okay, good. I was just a little sketchy about whether or not I did it at the right time. Looking good.
I believe we're all about on the same page.
What a
Something
cast.
random.
What a cast.
I know.
But you
Jesse Ventura,
Yeah.
Sutherland, Bill Duke.
I know.
Los Angeles is so hot this time of year.
Yeah.
1997.
Isn't it weird? Like they
Danny
don't,
Glover looks great.
like Kevin Peter Hall is there. They don't even say and starring Kevin Peter Hall as the Predator.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Throw
See,
him in.
Danny Glover, he ain't too old for this shit. So literally. Carl Weathers when he made
Oh,
movies.
Weathers.
Yeah, Carl Weathers.
I don't know why he didn't get more though. I like Carl Weathers.
Fucking Action
Me
Jackson.
too.
Action
I
Jackson.
really get a kick out of him being on Arrested Development. Pretty funny.
He is funny.
He's
I
really
think-
cool.
I think
Gilmore.
most.
Helicopter badass.
I know. Look at that.
It's all in hits.
Badass. Yep. And there's the dude that wrote Lethal Weapon. Thrown in there for good measure.
Just there for good.
Yeah. Of course, he's got to get that hero moment like that Stogie.
Yeah.
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 How did one helicopter
dudes are
contain all them?
Oh my
I
God.
don't
that's
have a
big.
push-up contest.
It was actually powered by their like.
By their awesomeness.
They're just inside like.
The helicopter runs on testosterone.
Yeah.
They use his adrenaline as brake fluid.
Puny locals, they're so beneath us.
That'd be a twist in the movie. They just take over the whole island.
Yeah, there's like,
There's hours now.
and we're here for
Gilmore.
cocaine.
Give them all Coca-Cola.
And I mean, just think this movie barely got made because I mean the Thomas brothers, you know, they snuck onto the Fox lot. They slid the script under an executive's door. That's the only way that it got noticed. So, I mean, if security had been stronger that day on the Fox lot, this movie would not have happened.
Chopper.
I don't care how many
Somebody's
maids this guy fucks. I love this guy.
Somebody's got a chopper in their room. What's with all that wind?
Might be my fan. Hold on.
Get to the chopper!
Not yet, Orc.
Damn it.
Who would say that about me?
Cinema.
Dylan, you son of a bitch!
There it is. Boom.
Oh, there should have been like force
Explosion.
waves, you know, like when Doomsday and Superman punch each other.
There's a great GIF where there's like a nuclear explosion.
Smell good.
See if I can find it.
That you pushing too many pencils.
And here's where Chuck Norris was born.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if those two had a baby? My God.
Nah, that's okay.
A good point. Who's the tie for? I mean, look where they are.
Yeah.
The
Sound
supervisor's
like
watching.
stylish.
So is the CIA or douchebags.
Yeah.
That's
I
just
guess
supposed to
so.
establish that
Did
he's
you ever
a
get used to
company
that
man.
tie strangling you every day, Jay?
No, absolutely not.
You never get used to it. It takes a bit of your soul every day.
That's good. It makes me feel better because every time I put one on, I feel
I don't generally wear them with golf shirts, though.
Yeah, you gotta mix it up.
Yeah, gotta mix it up. It was a hot day there in Bogota, where the hell they are.
That's business casual.
Exactly.
Of course, John McTiernan,
This is
who
like the least subtle
literally
rescue
Die
hostage
Hard.
of all time.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. McTiernan did quite a few good action flicks.
Then he did Jail.
Then he did Rollerball. Was it because he directed Rollerball that he went to jail? Was that his punishment for that film?
I don't blame the law for that.
Oh, you found that very fast, Rahel.
I am a fast gift searcher.
This is one of the greatest dialogue exchanges in film history of the chopper here.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Long Tall Sally.
Long Tall Sally.
Which is like the only thing that redeems the Predators movie. Because they play this over the credits. They're like, yes, it
Yeah,
is connected to the other movie.
At the very end of it, when they played it, I was kind of like, oh, okay.
Well, they
There
are.
should
I
be-
just watched the first one.
There should be a casting Oscar, and this movie should have won that Oscar.
Absolutely. And then also, for
Best Picture.
like the guy that wrote it, who I think is in here, isn't he?
Shane Black, yeah.
Shane Black.
He must have just sat down and said to himself, I have to come up with the most manly phrases that I can think of. And then just made a list of them and said, okay, now I have to write the scenes around these phrases. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's just, it is just littered with
Well, that's-
quote after quote.
Well, now Shane Black didn't write Predator. It was Jim and John Thomas, I think, wrote
Sorry,
Predator.
yeah.
But he did help on the script because there were some touches he added
Yeah.
to while he was on set.
That's how he ended up in the movie. Was he was like brought there to like script doctor it kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they have the bullshit with the inset alien predator, whatever the fuck that Van Damme played.
Well, yeah. And what's funny is if you watch the special features on the Blu-ray, not once is Jean-Claude Van Damme mentioned, or a picture of him shown, or nothing.
Mhm.
She said mine too. The jokes were improvised by Shane Black.
The man who directed Iron Man 3 is going
Yes.
to be there. Jeez, that's a big pussy. Jeez, that's a big pussy. You know, because the echoes.
You should have just stuck to ad-libbing.
Should put that in Iron Man 3.
Yeah. That would have been totally different.
Jeez, you're a big
That's
pussy.
amazing.
Jeez, you're a big pussy.
Strap this on your sore ass. And Bill Duke back there just shaving.
Bill
Dry
Duke's
shaving.
sad.
And I think he
Here's,
just
like,
did
they call
that,
him
right?
the sad-faced man. He
Yeah.
just
Dry
looks so
shaving.
sad in every movie.
Like he just, I think
He
he
looks
just
like his
kinda
whole
threw that in.
family died.
He's so manly
Well,
that
they-
he
well,
looks creamy.
Well, he said that you know, like different guys, like they had a gimmick, but like his character didn't have a gimmick, so he just came up with the shaving. You know, just
His gimmick is the same as every one of his characters. He has hollow, dead eyes and looks like he's given up on life. Bill Duke looks so sad. He just looks like everything in this world has been taken from him.
Yeah. He looks like a sad baby, actually.
That's it. Well, that's why he goes crazy when Ventura dies. He just goes
Exactly.
ape shit crazy.
You can only get pushed so far.
yes.
Predator
have
First Blood.
I'm gonna have me some.
And Jesse Ventura was actually he was a Navy SEAL or something. I mean,
Yeah.
he was for real. You know,
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
was at some point.
I
Yeah.
initially heard a rumor that like he was whatever was before the Navy SEALs, but I think it's come out that he really was the SEAL.
Oh, okay.
But like
So
when they
he-
didn't have Navy SEAls, whatever they had that was like the equivalent.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah, it was like in the 70s.
Yeah, like but I think I heard that they actually back into like the late 60s or something like that he actually was a Navy SEAL. I don't
So,
know.
I mean, he's seen action. You know, he's probably taken lives. He knows what it's all about.
And that's why he's a sexual tyrannosaurus.
That's it. That's right.
Governor of Minnesota.
I think he lives in like a bunker in Mexico now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's
I'm
Probably.
gonna
like
go
conspiracy nut.
get on Snopes real quick. And
Yeah.
save
That
all
show
the
he
stuff
had
that's
was
true.
awesome because it's just him. He's so intense.
running around screaming at people.
They won't let us in because they're hiding something. I know. I was a seal. That's how I know he's a seal. He used to bring it up like 6 times an episode.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the first time you saw Predator?
Oh man.
Probably VHS.
I know the
Definitely
VHS. Yeah. Go ahead.
VHS. So I was just gonna say definitely VHS, but I don't know if I could remember the exact. You know what I mean? Like the first time. I don't know. I wish I could say I did.
The first, I mean, I don't remember the first time all the way through. I remember the first time seeing parts of it on television and sort of being freaked out by it and not like having the guts to keep watching. A friend of ours, an older friend, talked endlessly about a lot of those 80s action movies, and that was one of them. And I remember just coming upon one of the first scenes where the Predator's watching them and using the thermal vision and stuff, and like it kind of freaked me out, and I couldn't stick with it. I mean, keep in mind I was maybe 8.
I think I saw Predator 2 first, to be honest. I have a lot of memories of Predator 2.
I remember finding a bunch of Arnold's movies, watching a bunch of them, and it kind of all go together, that memory.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah, I remember doing that too. Binging on Arnold movies at some point, so it might have been then.
I remember hearing a couple of friends talking. They didn't even mention Arnold Schwarzenegger. They just talked about the Predator.
Yeah.
They just talked about, that he's got green blood and he's got all these gadgets and you can't see him, and but he can see you, and it just sounded like an awesome movie. And my buddy brought it over on VHS, and I remember watching it. And of course, I mean, being a kid who loved horror and action and sci-fi, it's got it all rolled into one. It was a revelation. This movie was a revelation to my 9-year-old eyes. You know what I mean? It was a holy experience.
Actually, I got to see it in the theater. I was and still am a huge Arnold Schwarzenegger fan. So,
that's awesome.
After I saw Conan in the theater, and that's when I became an Arnie fan. And anything he was in after that, I went to see.
I actually did get to see Predator in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Within the last 5 years or so, but it was a really grainy,
it was really great,
really grainy old reel for it. So it was kind of it was super fun, and it was in a theater full of people that were super excited to see it. So it was an awesome experience, but it was very dark, very hard to see.
Yeah. I got some really old prints. When we went to see The Thing a few years ago, it was the whole thing, even though it's in the
parts would just cut
out. The whole
out.
thing was tinged orange. We watched The Thing, and everything sort of had an orange after effect to it. It's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was weird.
But,
my first time was
sorry, go ahead.
Just lots of anticipation, and it was over too quickly.
That sounds like something else.
That was a sex reference there, Orc.
Yeah, I was gonna say something, but put it on the down low.
What was your first time, Mark?
I was
I mean, the movie,
or Predator movie.
I mean, your first time watching the movie.
What was up?
I mean, your first time watching the movie, not your first time,
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Keep it on the movie.
First impressions? Well, I don't know. I just thought it was. I mean, basically, my dad said he was it's basically instead of us hunting animals, it's a predator hunting us, and it stars Arnold Schwarzenegger and that guy from, Rocky IV that you like, Apollo Creed. So I was like, okay. So I checked it out, and then I was amazed. And then I had to see everything Predator and basically Alien related afterwards. So, yeah. I was back on the VHS days, right, James?
Yeah. I bet you didn't see it till Netflix got it.
Damn, they got me again. I still haven't seen Alien vs. Predator. Not that people talk down about it, but
I bought it. Well, I should say I probably had my mother buy it for me on VHS, and she had no idea what it was. She thought it was just another Arnold Schwarzenegger action movie, and watching it in the living room with her, watching the scene in the helicopter. She was just like, "This is disgusting. They're all disgusting." I remember her saying, "They're all disgusting. Arnold Schwarzenegger's disgusting." So
nasty.
And of course that made me love it all the more.
Of course,
she disapproved.
I'm sure by the end she was won over though, right?
No, I don't think she stuck around till the end. It's like, ugh.
See, could have
That's too
redeemed.
bad.
When you're that age, they come in and they're like, "You shouldn't be watching this." So I'm like turning up the volume. I'm like, "Yes, this is awesome."
Oops.
But
I think that's an interesting, because Arnold Schwarzenegger movies were Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, and he was the star. But I think Predator is Predator. When you think of Predator, I think of Predator. I don't think of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think of Predator.
that's what I was going to bring up too. Even though he was a huge star, I think the cast is so great that he doesn't really stand out like he normally does.
Exactly.
It's good because it also takes off some of that aura of invincibility he has in other movies, where there's no friggin' doubt. In this, he's actually outmatched, and instead of just using his normal toughness and badassness, he actually has to rely on his wits a bit more because he's actually physically overmatched and stuff, which is makes it really cool too, right?
It's a horror movie where in the end he barely scratches it out, and it's funny. I love Commando too, and they're two polar opposite movies.
Yeah.
Commando, he's an unstoppable force, and in this movie he's just as human as anyone else.
Yeah, I'm one of those people I know that's harder on somebody like Arnold's career just because a lot of those 80s action that I enjoy and I like a lot, but it's more like I get a kick out of them thing, whereas, I don't think they age very well. Like a Commando is silly, but I mean, it's supposed to be silly. This, I think, it doesn't matter how much it ages. This one is just an awesome movie. I don't think there's anything cheesy or dated about it. I think it doesn't matter when you're watching it. It just holds up great.
We talked about the casting. All the other guys are pretty close to Arnold's size. I mean, Jesse Ventura is a big dude. Carl Weathers, they saw he was pretty much the same height and same muscular build. I mean, and then the Predator just goes through them like butter, like they're nothing. And I think they did a really good job of making the Predator look like Arnold usually looks, invincible.
Exactly.
It was a firefight.
Growing up in Kentucky in the woods, we played a lot of war where we would run around with fake guns and shoot each other.
Oh yeah.
And I remember one time we were all out in the woods and like this older boy just like appeared. And he's like, I'm sure he was like, what are what are you fags doing out here? I'm sure it was some exchange like that.
Usually.
And somebody brought up Predator, and his response was, y'all last about 2 seconds with the Predator.
He knew his stuff.
Great insight.
Yeah, he knew his stuff.
Yeah.
He knew his stuff.
All,
But the
all
Predator
painless.
was kind of...
All painless.
Oh, there's no painless out the bag.
Yeah.
Payback time.
Payback time. He doesn't even know what it's for. But he says,
I love how
"Payback
Carl
anyway."
Weathers just does
Payback for
two
what?
automatics like this, just so you can pipes in it.
But the Predator was a little scary too, because I mean, he can see you wherever you are. You can't see him. He's got all these gadgets. He can kill you in a million different ways. You'd be dead before you even knew it. So I mean, that was that was a little scary,
But the twist of it was, if you weren't armed, he wouldn't harm you. He would only attack you if you had the ability, to either show aggression or defend yourself. So if you didn't have any weapons, you wouldn't even know he was there. You just walk right past him. He wouldn't mess with you.
Exactly.
In a way, he had a pretty high honor system going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was something that added to the mystique of the Predator. That there was this, they had integrity. They weren't just mindless killing, machines. They had integrity. They were hunters, and of course they were super cool with all kinds of gadgets, and that's why we still, love Predator, and that's why Predators lived on all these years. What were you gonna say, Rahul?
I was going to say was the movie, one of the things that I think it's worth many viewings because you don't learn anything about the alien at all, really, except you start to learn little things like it's a hunter, it has an honor system. I mean, you don't know its name, you don't know what planet it's from, you don't know all this stuff that it'd typically be in a sci-fi movie. You know what I mean? You get very little of that, but you learn a lot of other different things that make it so much cooler. I think in multiple viewings, like you said, the first time you watch it, you get a little bit of it. Then when you go back, you start to realize, oh, he didn't kill that person, or you know what I mean,
Right.
I think it's one of the cooler aspects of it is the mythos of the Predator alien.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, they've still kept it largely, a mystery. They've kept it. We know that there's a whole race of predators, and they go back many years, and they're all very skilled hunters, and they have like we said, an integrity that if you're a kid or you're unarmed or you're not a threat, they're only
I was going to say, unfortunately, because of predators, we learned there's two sort of races of them, and there's one that isn't so honorable.
Oh, no, fuck all that.
Right.
But we can pretend that we didn't exist.
I was just going to say they're kind of gladiatorial, I guess, because their status within their own race depends on like how many trophies they have, and of course their trophies are skulls.
Exactly.
So the more successful, the more successful hunting trips they go on, the more the higher up they are in their society. And they go alone, and they don't call for backup. So it's almost like a rite of passage type of thing. They go down by themselves, get into whatever they get into, and if they survive, they move up the chain. If not, they self-destruct. I mean, that's pretty pretty cool. So it's almost like almost Japanese in their old history with the honor system and
Yeah, that's a good point. That's an excellent point.
The actual name of what a predator alien is, it's almost like Chinese. I think they summed it on that.
Right. There is a word for it.
It's got like a Q in it. I mean, it's from expanded universe stuff like the Predator, Dark Horse comics and stuff. But
like their species name?
Yeah, they have a name.
They do have a name.
Hishkatan?
Something long and weird with like a Q or an X.
Yeah, Hishkatan and Yatcha are the two names I see here, but so they're weird. But I think they do draw from that, like you said, that sort of Asian influence.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you guys have read the comics or anything, but I mean, and it goes deep. It's really cool.
Been a long time.
I haven't read them, but I've heard really good things because I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like the mythos and the backstory, and that's the kind of stuff that I really enjoy. So I think I'd really get a lot out of it.
Well, I mean, I played all the games too. Like the old Jaguar on the Atari Jaguar was good, and
the old PC game was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last
Alien
really
vs.
Predator PC game. Yeah, the last Alien vs. Predator PC game was kind of, well, I guess it was available on other consoles too, but it was kind of, the Predator was like the weakest of them all, which was really sad, I thought. They made him really clumsy and slow, and so. Didn't pay much homage to Predator.
Well, the Predator does have a weakness, and unfortunately, with his helmet off, he can't see for shit.
Right.
It seems to be that he's almost blind. And
I like that aspect of it too, though, because I think this is the first, at least mainstream movie where we see an alien, and usually before that, aliens were more creatures. They just were what they were. Right. These are aliens. It makes more sense that wear clothes and have things that they use. Like when you see it, it's not his face. His face is under. He's got a mask. He's got a helmet on. Stuff like that. This is the first, alien I can think of in a movie where it showed that the aliens, didn't just have big ships and walk around naked. Like, it's kind of weird when you think about it. Like, you think about like Close Encounters. They're this technologically awesome race with like this great ship and everything traveled, but they still.
This is awesome. They just needed Arnold to do something, lift something heavy.
I love this part.
Yeah. Yes.
We have to elevate him a bit above the others.
Yeah, he's gonna lift a truck.
Again, this is like the.
Well, to be fair though,
it's not this quiet get in get out thing. It's blow everybody away.
Yeah, it's let's kill everybody.
Well, the truck was sitting on a hill pointed down, and there was nothing in the bed of it, so.
It was their fault anyway, so they deserved it.
I think that was Lou Diamond Phillips that just got blown up.
Well, I think this was. I think this whole sequence was to just show how efficient they were as killers. That they could just got this entire village in 5 minutes, but then the Predator comes along and just turns them all into mincemeat.
Yeah.
But this is a great action sequence. I mean, just explosions everywhere, gunfire, noob tubes, freaking noob tubes.
Oh, there you go.
I don't see any damn snipers running around on the field of battle.
All painless.
No, try quick scoping against old painless.
The amount of rage this movie has caused me in Call of Duty from noob tubes is like really, really bad.
Well, yeah, this movie glamorized noob tubes. We can blame noob tubes on this movie.
Yeah, but the thing is, they won't do action scenes like this anymore because all those fire would be CGI or CGI squids,
Yeah.
or the editing would be like
Yeah.
every 5 milliseconds. And you'd be like, "What did I just see?" Oh, forget it.
Be like a million cuts in there.
I can't
Yeah.
stand that. It's even worse if you're
Yeah.
doing a hand-to-hand scene, which
Yeah.
I know I've already ranted about, but it drives me nuts. You want to see good hand-to-hand, and then they just go flip, 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 meaning it could be like two actors that have no skill at all, and they'll try to make it look like something.
Right,
actually
because they have no
moving.
skill. That's why it's so many cuts.
Yeah, I know,
Right.
exactly. It just, pisses me off. It's not like there aren't people out there with skills or people that are good choreographers. It's just like, oh, we'll just, trick the audience with our editing.
And it takes time, too, to get that choreography
And this
down.
movie,
Yeah.
this movie's so beautifully violent.
that's
just
why
so
you make a
gloriously
movie, if you ask
violent.
me. Put effort and time in.
I agree.
We got another classic line coming up here in a second.
I love how he shoots a tree that
Did it
blows
hurt?
up.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what blew up in that treehouse. Like, what was in that treehouse that exploded?
I don't know. He shoots
You
up
just see the edge of a tree.
You guys,
Explodes.
organs.
explosions. And
It's the power of the Gatling gun. Yeah, it was that dude's organs exploded from the Gatling gun. From old Painless.
It was in shock of so many bullets.
That was that was my gun of
Bill
choice
my
when we
favorite guy
played war.
besides Arnold.
Was a Gatling.
Oh, Gatling, yeah.
Gatling.
Good choice. Good choice.
I like using that in
Mine
Doom.
was
Of course, there'd be snobs that'd be like, "Well, technically, it wouldn't last that long. The bullets would be
Right,
too
right.
quickly."
Right. Or they'd be like,
Oh,
it's so
stick around.
realistic. Take that to act.
Stick around.
Love it.
Knock, knock.
Let us steam.
That also stay. Wrong movie.
Yeah.
My Gatling gun was always the one from Split Second. That was my one of choice.
Good
Oh,
choice.
nice. Of course, Shane Black is doing the new Predator.
That's funny.
Sorry? Shane Black's doing
Shane
it?
Black is
so I have
directing the new Predator movie.
Oh, is he? Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Shane Black and Frank Decker, as a matter of fact. So,
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's awesome.
that'll be interesting. Hope it's
Yeah.
good.
And one fact is Kevin Peter Hall, who plays the alien here, he actually played an alien hunter before this in a 1980 film called Without Warning.
Oh, is that the one?
Yeah, he was.
Screen Factor put it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
He did a lot of creature work. He was in Harry and the Hendersons, and he was in a movie called I think it was called The Closet Monster or something like that.
And
But he passed away shortly after Predator 2. He got he contracted AIDS from a blood transfusion and passed away.
He's got time to bleed. Oh, okay.
That sucks, man. He was young too.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
sad.
he was.
Yeah.
You got time to duck?
Man, I'm gonna say this is the first time I've actually watched it on Blu-ray. I bought it a long time ago. I don't know what took me so long to watch it, but man, this edition, what is it? The Ultimate Hunter edition?
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Big
I have to pick
improvement.
that up.
I can't
I'm
really
still
comment
rocking
on the
this.
sound because I have it turned down so far I can barely hear it, but the picture is amazing.
I'll have
I got
to,
that type of-
I'm looking
I
at
got this
upgrading
for-
stuff.
Dude, I got this
DVD.
2-pack for it was like less than $10, so can't
Wow.
go wrong with that.
No.
There's all bullshit to live it.
You do the 5 of us a big grinder.
Oh, did I miss where he screams you set us up?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
nobody
yeah.
says it. He turns it all into like one word. It's like, saw, saw!
He didn't disappear, he was still alive.
Come on, guys, just kiss. You know you want to.
Just get it over with.
Break the
Just get
tension.
it over with.
Yeah.
Sexual tension's killing me.
Yeah.
I know, man.
But it's kind of like, in a way, Carl Weathers is kind of the Paul Reiser from Aliens. He's the guy who's kind of the shady guy of the movie.
That's true.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
more
totally.
likable than that, though.
Although he's not
Yeah.
nearly as despicable.
Oh,
I mean, he's
difference
not
makes
that bad. He's not gonna lock like them and a child in a lab with.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's a little more personal because these guys have been old friends. So
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger feels not only lied to but betrayed by a personal close friend. That's what
Yeah.
he does.
Let's get it all out in the open. Are you a Predator guy or an Alien guy?
Predator.
Oh man.
I
I gotta go
mean,
Alien.
Alien's got sort of the better body of work, but I just really, even though it has some shit there too, but I still have to root for the Predator, I guess.
I don't. The first 2 Alien films were so good, and really the Predator. The first 2 were good, and Predators and Alien vs Predator. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with Alien.
Yeah,
For
me
me.
too.
Put it this way.
Yeah.
Which is the cooler creature, the Alien or the Predator?
That's what I meant. Predator. Yeah.
That's what I meant.
More
That's what I was.
I'd say Predator.
Yeah. Who's the cooler creature?
I'm still gonna go with the Alien, just because they're so
choose.
badass.
HRD
I see.
design is so interesting.
I love H.R. Giger's stuff, so I'm having a really hard time here.
They're both great. I mean, it's
I
hard.
mean,
to
they're both great, and in their different ways. Alien's more bestial.
I've got to go with the Predator. I think he's the cooler creature. I think he's the cooler creature.
And as we'll see soon, the gadgets, which is the main reason.
Yeah. Alien does have the better body of work, I think. But Predator, I don't know. Predator. I've always been a Predator guy.
And there's the only female in the entire movie.
Well, maybe because the Predator is more of an individual, because he has an individual personality,
Right.
whereas the aliens are of a hive mind. So maybe that individually makes the Predator a little bit cooler as an individual, but overall as a creature itself, I don't know. The alien it's just awesome.
Well, I mean, they've got acid for blood. How can you not love that?
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's like a scorpion with a piece of bubble gum on its back.
Yeah. Bubblegum scorpion.
Guts.
Scorpions
It's guts.
were making.
That's all the
Potato,
protein.
animal
Dude.
abuse.
He should have beaten it. I mean, that would have been a way better scene if he just went ate that sucker.
Like, Billy, you're gonna love this pussy joke.
Oh, this is great.
Like, he's obviously been working on it. It's like, I gotta get Billy to laugh at a pussy joke.
It's like I gotta find a bigger pair of glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy played
Here we
Billy
go.
Bear in 48
Vietnam
hours.
movie. He's like the one guy with the big glasses that's in every unit in a Vietnam movie.
Yeah.
Slap a peace sign on that helmet. He's ready to go.
Well, you know what's funny is the insurance company that insured the film wouldn't allow them to hire Sonny Landham unless the production hired a bodyguard, not to protect others from Sonny Landham, but to protect to protect others from Sonny Landham. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They weren't protecting him from everybody; they were protecting him from everybody. So it's weird. It's weird. Yeah.
So hilarious. He is a wild card. Like even when you watch this movie, you feel like he's on another level.
I think
Yes.
didn't he try to be the governor of Kentucky and he lost?
He did.
He
He did. Yes, he.
Oh, then we
ran for-
got
He
I
lost
think-
out.
I would have voted
He
for him.
lost out.
What are you guys doing up there, man?
You
I
had
think-
the
I
option to have Sonny Landham,
As your governor.
and you didn't mark X on that ballot. That's a problem.
But you can
That's
still
a
write him
problem.
in, though. You can write him in for every
Just
election.
that, I'm sorry, I'm a Kentuckian because we did not put Sonny Landham in public office.
We should take fried chicken away from you.
Oh,
I agree.
that's pretty
I
hard.
agree.
What is this?
At least for a week. At least for a week.
Yeah. You have to learn a
The
lesson.
state would-
Is the point.
The state would grind to a halt. Be like mass suicides.
What is the Predator thinking during all this? Is he admiring them for their work?
He's admiring their work.
He's
I always thought
sizing
this
them
was
up.
interesting. Like he picks up the
That was his pet and pissed.
yeah, like he picks it up like what's he
you.
yeah, like I wonder like what's he thinking? He picks up the dead scorpion. Like what's he thinking there?
It seems to suggest that, like, by his heat vision, the scorpion is actually still alive and finally dies in his hand because it turns black.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe he's
Yeah.
thinking, the scorpion was innocent. they killed all those guys, and that's fine, but why did they kill this
Now
creature?
they're all dead.
They have no honor. I must
Yeah.
kill them all.
Take a note.
Yeah.
This thing looks like my wife at home.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it's really interesting. I think that Jean-Claude Van Damme was actually a part of this cast at one point.
Definitely.
I mean, I would
That's
love
just-
him,
that's-
but it just not would have been a good Predator.
I am so glad that
No.
they switched it because, like, you see in Predators, you see the alien that he would have played, right? And it's
Right.
this tiny little spindly thing. Like, it
Yeah,
just would not have
like-
resonated.
Arnold's like
Yes.
8 inches taller than Jean-Claude.
So,
Exactly.
And twice as
Cyborg was
wide.
what, like 1988?
Now
89.
correct me if I'm
Okay.
wrong. But now the reason that Van Damme kind of fell, because he kept passing out on the set to try to get out of the movie. I think that was because the Canon people were offering him all these roles that he had to get out of this movie,
Yeah, like Bloodsport.
so he could go make like Bloodsport and Cyborg and stuff like that.
Also, supposedly he was pissed off about having to wear a mask because he wanted people to see his face.
Yeah.
I
Right.
don't know if I buy that, because that really doesn't make any sense.
He had to
I
have known.
read that too, and I don't see Jean-Claude being that dumb. Like, he's
But-
playing an alien.
But he's also nobody at this time, right?
And he's also
Right.
quite vain.
He was in like Breaking, and that was it.
Breaking 2.
Breaking 2.
I just remember the
I
interview with
can't,
his
I
buddy
can't
saying that
imagine him
was
having
funny.
arguments with him over the script, saying, "Why can't the alien look just like me?" Like, come on.
But they've kind of. I've not watched the
Sorry.
Blu-ray with the commentary. I wonder if
Can you imagine if
McTiernan talks
Predators,
about
all
Van
Predators
Damme.
just look like Jean-Claude? Just
So,
replace
yeah,
every
it's
Predator you've seen in a movie with Jean-Claude. And have the exact same reaction.
No,
But they
the-
don't mention Van Damme at all in any of the making of stuff. Like, they totally don't mention him at all. They show sequences of him in the suit walking around, but they don't actually mention Jean-Claude Van Damme by name at all.
Which is kind of weird. You think that they would throw that in there. It's quite the tidbit of information.
you'd
I mean, regardless of what you think of the guy afterwards. I
know,
mean,
he did.
it was kind of a sore spot,
Sort of
though.
a contemporary of Arnold.
yeah, I think it was a sore spot in the sense that like they had to spend a lot of money to make this movie happen because they had to redo that character. And I mean, not because of him. They decided to go a different way anyway. But
it looked
Right.
terrible.
yeah,
Yeah, the original Predator looked like it looked like insect-like, and it just screamed the guy in a suit. It looked awful, awful.
Now I just imagine the Predator doing 360 kicks on Arnold.
That's what I was going to say, too. There's more
Yeah,
round
exactly.
kicks in there. Definitely.
Oh, I mean that had to be what they had in mind. You know, a smaller, more agile,
360
kind of
kicking.
Lots of splits.
yeah.
Exactly. Oh, you
Punch
know
on
the
them
Predator was going to do
balls.
splits. You know, if Van Damme was the Predator, he was going to do the
He would have
splits.
done that an in-the-air wind split.
He would do
Unfortunately, I
the
think it would have come off
Johnny
looking like
Cage
something out of the
punch.
Power Rangers.
Yeah.
You know,
He was
as
a
bad as
little-
it sounds, I would still love to watch it.
Yeah, same here. Same here. See,
He would have
Billy's
to do the
more in
Johnny
tune.
Cage punch on Arnold.
Billy's got that Native American spirit stuff going
There's
on,
some-
so he can
Yeah.
tell.
You know what? I love this because like they're all cool, everything's fine, but as soon as they notice that Sonny's freaked out, like it's going down. Like all of a sudden
Exactly.
it's like Sonny's
I
scared.
mean, sure, it's a bit of a stereotype, but I think it's really good.
They try to do this in Predators too. Not two, but Predators. Like a guy in the trees, except I think he was the black guy instead of the Native American guy.
They just that movie. They just kept like if they just done a couple of little nods, but like they had like
They kept
way
doing
too many. They kept doing it. It's like come on. It's kind of like the Thing remake or whatever you want to call that thing. Like,
prequel.
you know what I mean? Yeah, like it was whatever. You know what I mean? It was too much of the original to make it its own movie. But it is in a way. It doesn't make sense to me. But anyway.
With Topher Grace.
Oh yeah, with Topher Grace.
Jesus.
What's everyone's favorite Jean-Claude Van Damme film?
Universal Soldier.
Ooh yeah, I think I'm gonna go Universal Soldier as well.
The uncut version of Hard Target,
Also good.
which you saw some of those scenes.
Yeah, I saw some of those things. Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I don't know, Kickboxer and Bloodsport.
Yeah, for me it's either Bloodsport or Cyborg. I really like Cyborg.
That's a good one too.
I love Bloodsport. but I don't know. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
mostly
he
liked
did.
it
I
more
mean,
for
yeah, Hard Target I thought was good. Time Cop I think is good.
Time Cop's one of the better ones.
Yeah, I love Time Cop.
Yeah.
I wish
Yeah.
Time Cop had a bigger budget. Parts of it seem sort of cheap to me, but I love it. I love that movie. I just mean I don't think they had the budget for it they needed. It just I don't know. It's a great movie though that I really like.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he never did a sequel to that because that was a big movie for him.
He should have.
They did do a sequel.
They did
Jason Scott Lee.
2, didn't they? Didn't they do 2 sequels?
And
You
they
know
did
what
two
aren't
in
bad?
a
Has anybody
TV
seen the
series.
like made-for-TV Universal Soldier sequels? Like I know there's a bunch of Universal Soldier sequels that are like straight to DVD and stuff that have Jean-Claude. But have you seen like Brothers in Arms and the other one that had the different guy? They're
Yeah, I've
actually a
seen
lot
them on
closer
TV
to-
years ago.
Yeah, they're
And
actually a lot closer. They really just pick up the plot from the first one and go with it. And it's not Jean-Claude. It's some nobody.
It's that
but
guy
they're
that
not bad.
he was always doing. What's his name?
Because in that, it's like it's still him, and he's with the reporter, the woman that's in the first one.
I think one of
she's
them is
still
like
there.
Jeff Wincott or something.
Yeah. But anyway, those aren't bad. I like to see them again. They're actually not bad for what they are, made for TV movies without the main star.
Matt Battaglia.
The Universal Soldier series, like if you stuck with it, just got weirder and weirder, like so far from what it originally was. Like I like Day of Reckoning, but I can't tell you that I understand a goddamn thing about it.
Hawkins just got took out.
Look at that special effects.
Yep. That special effects, that effect looks like that is Van Damme. That is Van Damme. They're walking into the jungle.
Really?
Yep, that's Van Damme. When I think when he's getting shot after Jesse Ventura is killed and he's running through the woods, that is Van Damme too. But now beyond that, I don't think much remains of Van Damme.
That effect looked great.
Yeah, I mean that effect looks better than 90% of CGI in much higher budget movies you see today. I think.
Because it's short and it's sweet, right? They gotta make everything in your face.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that looks better than any of the cloaking stuff from like Predators or Alien versus Predator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's your favorite JCVD, Orc?
Even though I saw it recently, so it's kind of like a hype train kind of thing, but I'd have to go with Bloodsport. The movie's just pure epic.
Yeah, Bloodsport.
The main
right
South
there.
Korean dude, I forget the actor's name, but he's like, I love him in that movie.
The bad guy?
Yeah, the bad guy, yeah.
Sean Lee.
Yeah, Boyo
in that, yeah.
Yeah.
Young or something like that.
Yeah, Bolo.
Yeah. I just recently watched
Bolo.
him because he's in this. He's in Kung Fu Hustle, which I picked up recently.
But that movie's got a couple of good background actors. Was Donald Gibb.
Yeah.
And Bolo Young, and it's a great flick. Good and cheesy.
Bolo Young's a shit.
Psycho,
He is
man.
a It's like a 4'9", like 5 foot wide.
Yeah,
He's awesome.
I was just gonna say he's wider than he is tall. Big time.
New meaning to Brit Shithouse.
Yeah.
He's
absolutely.
built that big.
Yeah.
But this is a movie that works. It is kind of a slow burn movie. You don't see the Predator for a long time, like its actual face or anything.
Yeah, it definitely takes its time,
Just like
But it
a horror
works.
movie, really.
And
From back then, right? Like,
probably partly for that reason, this film has quite a few detractors. I mean, there seem to be a lot of people that
Really?
don't like it, and I don't understand how
Whoa.
they can't like it.
What, they're saying
bad.
Predator is too subtle for them? Is that what they're saying?
No, they said it was too slow.
Too slow, too
slow.
boring, too stupid, dumb
Oh,
action.
get the fuck out of here with
Hang
that.
on, wait, who
I
said
mean,
this?
like, I can understand people, and I think they're wrong, that say, like, Halloween's too slow, but Predator, I mean, fuck. They just blew up an entire village.
Yeah, good point.
They had to do it in 5 minutes or it's shitty, I guess.
Like,
Maybe they just can't handle the helicopter scene.
It's not supposed to be
Yeah.
a battle with the Predator.
Sexual
The whole
time
point is
is
They
that
had
they're
to
being
blow it up
scary.
from the helicopter.
too much character development for you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I need Jigsaw and explosions.
If somebody has an attention span that thinks the Predator's too slow, what the fuck movie do they think isn't too slow? Like, what do they watch? Do they just watch?
Transformers.
Do they
Yeah.
just like? I don't even know if they watch movies. Maybe they just put together highlight reels of stuff and, and watch it all. It's like you watch that shitty movie. All I watch is all the fight scenes from The Matrix looped together without any in between talk.
They watch
I
trailers.
don't want any of that plot.
Man, I love those Matrix movies, but there's too much talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on the making of for Predator, they talk about shooting in, because I mean they shot in. I mean this is real thick jungle in South America, and you know the hardships of shooting there and having to trudge up mountains and down mountains, and the fact that you were always standing like at an angle. You were always like you couldn't even get comfortable standing, and you're lugging all this gear and stuff up and down hill, and it was just a very torturous shoot. And of course, it being like, like 100 degrees, and mosquitoes the size of alley cats, landing on the back of your neck, and so.
I mean, just the fact that it's not a set, like it really shows,
Yeah, exactly, yeah. They even had to They even had to cut out portions of the jungle so that there was like a depth of field, because the jungle was so thick that they had to cut some of it out so that there was actually some depth.
And even then, every time I watch this movie, I feel like it's claustrophobic.
I like
Very
that as an
claustrophobic,
MTV shirt on. Just an MTV shirt on. I like that.
Oh,
It's a great scene. Bam!
Oh!
Oh,
The
no.
only thing that could take him out.
No.
yeah. Shot him from behind.
Right through the MTV shirt. That's too bad.
There comes Bill. Killed my only friend in the world. You took the last thing I love out of this world.
Now let's go have some fun.
I'm gonna have me some fun.
Good chunk.
Flashes the eyes at him and just walks off. Be too easy to kill you now.
No.
Shit, I don't blame him. That'd freak me the hell out, too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
A ghost
I just
kills
saw
your
it go.
friend.
Yeah.
Throws that aside. Picks up another gun.
Yeah, there we go.
Picks up old painless.
Chopping trees down with that thing.
And
Time to
every
kill
one
the
of those,
jungle.
every one of those was a single bullet squib on the foliage.
I love how they all jump in, too. Isn't that hilarious? They just
They're like, oh, he's shooting at something.
Shooting
I don't know what it
blindly.
was, but he's shooting.
There could be a
He's all
child
over
in
on it.
Just look at Arnold and the bullets are flying out of the gun. He's just like,
Oh, sorry, guys. It's a butterfly.
Yeah. Well, that was all the ammo we brought with us.
Jesus.
Yeah. This
Well, that was
changed the clip
unfortunate.
out.
Mosquito bit me. Fucking kill them all.
Actually, it's probably like, well, I just was... yeah, kill them all.
But it's so crazy. They're just killing the jungle when it's exciting.
Yeah.
They're just shooting trees. Like, fuck trees.
Well, I mean, I think, that shows, that again shows just what kind of firepower these guys have, and yet they're just getting annihilated.
This movie's too slow for me, guys. I'm about to fall asleep.
I know.
That's why
Yeah.
you're watching
And
Predator.
they're like, so, Bill, what were we shooting at? I'm just curious. Now that we've
It
emptied
was a
our-
ghost. It was a ghost.
When that gun's still spinning there, I love that part.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
touch.
I like how they're all sitting back like, now, we've gone through at least half of our ammo. We can only cut down another quarter of the forest.
If this gun's
Damn.
spinning, it means I'm winning.
It's pretty similar to a scene in Aliens, actually, where they get attacked when they're driving the vehicle and stuff, and it all goes to shit, and then Ripley takes off, and she just holds down on the throttle. Remember?
Yeah.
And Hicks is just like, ease down. You're just grinding metal. Ease down. Not doing
Yeah.
anything. They're so freaked out that they're just holding down on it.
Yeah.
Not a fucking trace.
Well, even if they did hit something, there'd be nothing left of it. There'd be particles.
Considering how full of life the rainforests are, I'm surprised there aren't a bunch of exploded birds and animals.
Yeah.
Should be able to eat
We
for like a
killed.
month.
We destroyed
killed
half the
10 water
ecosystem,
buffalo.
but we didn't kill anything.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Growing up in the '90s, you hear so much about how the rainforest is depleted. I think this movie contributed quite a bit to that.
Yeah.
Well, we caused 12 species to go extinct during that little shootout, but
Yeah,
that's
all
it.
good. Yeah, no biggie. But
We
No,
hit the world's last white rhino. But
Do you think Aliens was an influence on this, since it was a huge hit in the summer before this film? But they saw Aliens, they're like, hey, what if Arnold starred in it?
an alien movie, like, an alien movie with a bunch of action guys. Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
I have
can see
to.
that.
yeah,
As I said plenty of times, like if I'd heard about Aliens, a couple years before it came out, I would have thought it would have been a terrible idea and that they were going to ruin everything. And then, of course, they absolutely pulled it off.
It looks smart.
Alien was so great for just having one alien and just being more slow and deliberate and more of a horror movie type thing. And like I said, if somebody had told me a couple years before Aliens came out, that's like, yeah, it's going to be more action. There's going to be a ton more aliens. There's going to be space marines. Oh, and Ridley Scott's not going to direct it either. I'd be like, this movie's going to suck. But then it actually really worked out.
It's almost like they saw the Terminator and Aliens and went, aha, let's
exactly.
combine these two properties.
Two Cameron movies.
For once, that actually worked.
Yeah.
Well, and Cameron had an influence on this film too, because when they approached Stan Winston to redesign the Predator, he was on a plane to Japan with Jim Cameron doing the sketches, and Jim Cameron goes, "How about mandibles?" So that's how the Predator got mandibles. True. So he had a finger in this movie too. So
Wild. Jimmy Cameron.
Now, John McTiernan, had he only done Nomads before this? Or was this like his second movie?
This was pre-Die Hard, wasn't it? Die Hard came out, 88?
88.
So this was pre-Die Hard.
Yeah. And it's a good thing it did well, because he blew a lot of money making this movie. From what I could tell, they went way over budget, redesigning the costume, the costly shoot in the jungle, things like that. And of course, luckily, it did gangbusters in the theater, and he got to make more movies.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they actually stopped production halfway through so that they could do those, redesign the Predator and stuff, which never happens.
Yeah,
never happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then I think this was the second Arnold film this year, because I think in the Christmas he had The Running Man.
Yeah.
Which didn't do well, I don't think.
Right.
And here's the first time we get to see the Predator.
But they don't show his face. I like that. They just show glimpses.
Yeah.
Right.
The face for the end.
They really hold off the full reveal.
Yeah. But you're like, oh wow, what is this thing?
Yeah,
You get to see his toys.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't see a lot of aliens fixing themselves like that. It's interesting.
But I like this too, because it shows they even say, if it bleeds we can kill it or whatever, and it really does show this isn't some kind of unstoppable force. He's using all these tricks and tools to get by, because he is just one creature in a backwater planet, God knows where. You know what I mean? It's kind of interesting that they show this.
In Predator 2, he had that big needle that he stuck in his belly button.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're going to watch that after this one too, right? We're watching
which
right after.
Which we know from that scene that scene tells us that the Predator is a very smart creature. He comes prepared wherever he goes. Mm-hmm. He does bleed. He does feel pain. So, you're dealing with a whole new breed of alien.
Mm-hmm.
In some ways, it kind of feels like he's cheating almost. That he's so much, better equipped.
Right.
Right. But I guess that's probably some sort of a hunting animals is bad or whatever sort of message, I guess.
Well, definitely this movie influenced too by the most dangerous game. Clearly,
Oh yeah.
Let's not kid ourselves. We're the most dangerous game, right, guys?
America.
Exactly.
I've never tried.
I didn't mean it that way. I mean humans. But yeah, America.
America. You won last one, I don't think.
America. My God.
This
The
sounds
filter's
very
broken.
food.
Broken. Nothing on this earth could have lived.
Not at that range. But you didn't actually see what you were shooting at. You just shot everything.
When in doubt, just open fire.
And
That's America.
it was like a
That's
fan like
America.
this. Like if it had just ran left or right, like you would have totally missed it. They're just like, just right here, guys. Don't turn around. Just.
Or if it would have laid down, just lay flat.
And Bill
Does
Duke
anybody
was in
remember
Commando.
seeing this?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Does anybody remember seeing this dude in any more movies? What's his, Richard Chavez or something like that? I don't remember seeing him in anything else but this film. Yeah, he's a vet. I think he was in Vietnam.
Oh.
Yeah.
There ain't no man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of the group, he's
This-
sort of the guy that don't remember from anything else, really.
Yeah. This is the point where they're like, okay, if Sonny says we're all gonna die, we are screwed. If he's scared, we are up the creek.
Yeah, they say that.
So introspective.
Yes.
Here we go again, bro.
Yotapa. That was
You and me.
Bill Duke.
I really think he steals the show. I
He
really
does
do.
it. He does.
He does. He
This
does an
scene
excellent
here
job.
actually clinches it because like some of the stuff that like I'm watching it right now with the subtitles.
Me too.
I don't know what half of it means. Real number 10 night.
Yeah. Is that like a
it's just
military thing?
Yeah, I guess, and he just nails the delivery of it. Like it's like you feel like you were wherever they were. You know what I mean?
The best
So
part of
he's got his freak out. He's got this here with the boar. Then of course he's chasing the predator, or he thinks he's chasing the predator.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Definitely.
he does great.
Yeah. Boom. And he kills a boar with his
motherfucker! I got you.
bare hands.
you said you're gonna cut your name into him. That's a little.
Cut my name.
Yeah, he's just doing initials.
Like I tell you, man, they don't do special effects like this anymore, man. Tell you that much right now.
I did it.
Yeah, man.
I got you.
The jungle pig that's been terrorizing us is dead. We won.
Well, you know the predator orchestrated that whole thing. He was testing their defenses.
Well,
Dude,
just to put
those
things
wild
into
hogs are pretty
perspective,
badass.
He
to take
just
one down
killed-
with just a knife.
Yeah, he just killed a wild boar with his bare hands.
Dude.
He's pretty hardcore. Okay.
The predator should be in the trees going, shit.
Shit.
Yeah. This guy's pretty badass.
I
Someone
brought
take
the
him out
wrong
quick.
guns.
Like, screw Arnold Schwarzenegger. This dude took out a boar with a knife.
That is legit.
Oh yeah, that's right. Came in to get the body.
Well, I mean, they added such a character to the Predator. I mean, he's just so awesome, and the way Kevin Peter Hall plays him gives him such a personality. You know, plays him so. I mean, we've really not got to those sequences yet, but he's like 7 feet tall, but he's so graceful, and really brings a character to the Predator. That nobody else who's played the Predator since can do, because he's, all the other Predators have just kind of been guys in suits, I think.
Or
He's just like, I know she
dragged
speaks
around
English.
and yelled at by all these big scary men.
I like how Arnold scares her into learning English.
Yeah, that's what she.
He walks over, he's like, English now.
Underestimate the Schwartz.
Absolutely. I apologize.
He shakes her. Speak to me. Yes. Yes. Perfect.
I
English.
suddenly know your language. Actually, it's not hunting me because I'm not a threat.
Mm-hmm.
We can kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Oh yeah,
There we go.
Claymores.
Chewing gum in there.
It's like Home Alone in a way.
I was just gonna say that.
It is.
Home Alone jungle style. The only flaw in this plan is that the predator could just be watching them doing it right now.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Just
Yeah.
be like
one
20
track.
feet away, cloaked, go like, oh, okay.
Analyzing their defense tactics, going, what are these primitives doing?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
A tree, really?
But remember what takes them out in the end.
I know.
No
Yeah,
I was
spoilers
gonna
yet.
make that comment.
Misdirection.
Spoiler alert, some of us haven't seen the movie yet, Cole. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Suck at
All the people watching it for
these
the first time are really in for a treat watching it with us.
Yeah, I'm having a blast, dude. Don't ruin it. Come
We ruined like every single movie in the franchise already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Predators ruined itself.
Sorry
Being
for any
serious
confused
now,
tonight.
Carl Weathers has his shirt on too. He's no longer the pencil pusher. He's back to being a soldier.
Yeah.
We don't know up to this point, predators supposedly have been coming to Earth for thousands of years during every conflict they're drawn in or some kind of stuff. Now, maybe this is the first guy that actually kicked their ass, so he could possibly have underestimated it.
Mm-hmm. Truth. I mean, if you go by AVP, they had the Egyptians wrapped around their finger.
Yeah.
I don't go by AVP. I just pretend that movie didn't happen.
That's a
I
good
That's
choice.
love that movie.
That's a good
not
choice.
canon.
Might as well be
But in
assholes versus
Predator,
penises.
in Predator 2, doesn't one of them like throw Danny Glover a gun that says like 1770 something written on it or something?
Oh,
like
yeah.
1715, I think. Yeah.
that? Okay.
I love all those references at the end.
Does that mean after you watched the movie, Cole, that you threw up in a trash can and took a shower for about an hour and a half?
Like Cher from Silkwood.
AVP?
Yeah.
I can't really remember what I did, but I did see it in the theater, and man, it was just a gong
Wow.
show the whole way through. It had one really good scene where a predator and alien have a one-on-one fight, but that can't redeem the movie.
Yeah.
Actually, I saw Requiem in the theater.
I saw Requiem in the theater too, and
Saw too, yeah.
I don't think it's very good, but I think it's better than the first one.
No, hell no.
I agree.
How?
I agree.
You think Requiem's the better of the two?
Absolutely. The other one has them fucking
I-
running around in an underground maze in Antarctica, Jay. There's an
Nerd fight,
underground
nerd
maze
fight,
in
nerd
Antarctica. And we have an alien, and we also have this chick teaming up with one of them.
And it's
Yeah,
PG-13.
I don't get that.
I mean,
Yeah.
Requiem's
I
pretty
thought that was
crappy.
a
Right.
general
kind of like
consensus that it
a
was worse.
slasher movie version or something like that.
Yeah,
They-
yeah,
complete
Requiem's
with
kind of like a teen slasher with.
Well, technically, with how dark Requiem is, no one saw the movie.
That's very true. It's so dark you can't tell what's happening.
Very dumb.
But I mean, I don't know. At least it had an alien showing up and a predator showing up. It didn't have a team of research scientists sent to the bottom of the world by a crazy billionaire.
Yeah,
I mean, oh, that was.
AVP was
I
directed
don't
by
like it.
Paul Wild Stallion Anderson, man.
Man, I hate it.
I thought AVP was kind of tame, and its PG-13 rating kind of pissed me off a little bit, so I thought Requiem was kind of an apology for that, because, that the kid gets killed and his dad, and it was
Right.
a
Yeah.
lot more brutal than the first one.
I just remember
Yeah.
AVP, the girl and the Predator running slow-mo, and made me think of fucking Baywatch.
Oh God.
There's a moment where they like
Wait for
stare
that
deeply
song to
into each
come
other's
up.
eyes, like they're falling in love.
Well, like let's just put into perspective. They both bite.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Let's agree on that.
It's like
Take
yeah,
everything
it's
about
like
it. They're in an underground
It's like-
maze. Ugh.
it's like comparing two turds.
Well,
Yeah, it's
Lance
really
Henriksen's in there, so
Yeah, they only say
Yeah,
movies.
just to stand there and get
There's
killed.
also a bunch of Bigfoot movies, so.
Good point.
The only
a
reason
bunch
Lance
of
Henriksen's
Bigfoot.
in there is so they can like tie everything together. So like, oh, that's why Bishop looks like Lance Henriksen.
Yeah, that was annoying. That I actually hated that they did that.
The idea that like his company
He's
made
Wayland.
androids that look just like him.
So why did the Predator team up with her? What do you guys think? Either he respected her as a warrior, or he felt like he was in trouble and needed her help. I mean, which one's the more realistic way of looking at
Yeah,
it?
the hots for her.
I think he thought
no,
she was very pretty.
I think he wanted to get
with
laid,
her.
and he knew this girl had no brains. So he thought maybe afterwards, like, Bill, dude, don't have me some fun.
There he is.
Oh, buddy.
Now they did kind of outsmart the Predator a little bit there.
And it did happen with the tree.
But it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
I don't know why they're not shooting them now.
Predator.
But they're just looking at it.
Yeah, they unleashed on the jungle, but they get him in the net, and they're like,
Oh!
let's think about this for a
It
second.
worked. Oh shit! It worked, really? Wow.
And Arnold had a wardrobe change there to show off his pics.
Yeah.
Time to whip out the guns.
His bigger guns.
There, reveal. Just for that second. They'll be back for you, motherfuckers.
Oh shit.
No.
Charge in blindly. It's the smart thing to do.
There we go,
Get
baby.
into the chopper.
Love it.
And now Dylan's got a heart of gold. Dylan's like, I gotta go after him. I gotta save him.
Yeah.
He got in the jungle with his buddies again, and he was like,
Well, I think he also feels guilty because I think he sent the first team, Hoppa, and they got killed. So I think
Exactly,
he's guilty with that as well.
See, he's no Burke.
Yeah.
Right.
Mark.
I don't know which
He wants-
species is worse, Burke. You don't see them fucking each other over for over a goddamn percentage.
I can make
He just needed to get back into shit so he could figure out what Brotherhood's all about again. That's all.
Yeah, it's all
He got out there and did one of those
That's our
important
call.
desk jobs and forgot about
Oh, my ribs are shattered.
But that's where Carl Weathers dies like a man. I mean, he gets his arm blown off, he's still going
Yeah.
at it.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
As a kid,
Yeah,
growing
that's
up, I
awesome.
was like, this guy dies in every movie.
I was just gonna say he didn't die until he fought that Russian. I don't know what you're talking about.
He didn't die in Action Jackson.
The only person who dies more is Steve Buscemi. Holy shit.
Or Sean
Well,
When
Baker.
you're
once
as
again,
many
we have to
movies
give a
as he is, you're
shout out
eventually
to
gonna die.
Bill Paxton for being killed by an alien, a predator, and a Terminator.
Mhm.
That's true. That's true. And
Yeah.
he got killed by a semi truck in their dark. So gotta
Yeah.
throw that in there.
Optimus Prime also killed him.
Yeah, that was Optimus
Mhm.
Prime.
It's true.
Yeah, it's a true story.
What a career, man.
What a career.
What a career! What
Does
a
he
career!
have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Because he should.
He and Bill Pullman share one because a lot of people think they're the same person.
Over here. Over here.
Which they try to do in Predators as well with Lawrence
Is it
Fisher.
doing ventriloquism here?
Yeah,
Throwing its voice?
absolutely. It's just like in Predator 2. You want some candy?
I'm sure people are like, why do you keep bringing Predator 2? It sucks.
I think Predator 2 is a great sequel. I don't know.
Oh,
I
Predator is
love-
awesome.
I love Predator
I
2.
thought it was so ballsy the way they changed it up. They were like, okay, completely different hero, with what's his name? Completely different environment.
Danny Glover, yeah.
Great movie.
And it's
Yep.
such a different role for Danny Glover, but I think he completely nails it. I think
Nails
it's great. Yeah, he
I know a
does.
lot of people, they hate him, they hate that it's in the city. Even Arnold was like, it was stupid to put it in the city.
Oh no, man, the urban
Oh, yeah,
jungle.
let's just do the same thing twice. Predator
That's
2.
what people wanted.
Jungle
They
again.
wanted in the jungle again.
Well,
That's what
the
people were
point
telling
was-
me.
It's attracted to conflict. there's a lot of conflict in
Right.
inner city, so it kind of makes sense that he would be attracted to that area.
But they're like, no, it's gotta be in the jungle.
I hold Predator 2 in
Even
very high
Arnold said-
regard. I think it's almost as good as the first one.
I like it a lot. I like it.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, they actually, Robert Rodriguez was writing a Predator sequel in the early '90s, around the time Desperado came out,
Yeah.
and they approached Schwarzenegger to do it, and he said the only way he would do it is if they went back to the jungle.
Which
So-
they did in the jungle, except Alien. Ooh.
It's like, you're an
Still a
actor.
jungle.
Shut the
Yeah.
hell up. I'll
Yeah,
write
yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
You act in it.
Yeah, exactly.
You cash your paycheck and
Well,
talk
and-
into the
yeah.
camera and then shut the fuck up.
He
That's
was
what you
gonna
do.
say he was gonna
Yeah.
trash his lights, and that's where the line was drawn. So like, shit.
Well, and one thing I thought Robert Rodriguez said that was interesting was that he had created a whole like hierarchy of predators, almost like Planet of the Apes, you know,
Mhm.
which I thought would kind of be interesting, but
Not a
that
bad
never
idea.
really.
Yeah, I'm on board. I'm on board.
What's his
with
next movie anyway? He's been doing
Well,
crap
that
for 5 years.
that script turned into Predators years
Yeah,
later.
which he produced, by Rodriguez, right? He produced it, right?
He did produce
He
it.
produced-
And helped kind of write it.
Predators wasn't a bad idea on paper. It just
They
didn't
just
have
didn't-
the
it
right
just-
it was a
actors
re-
or anything.
It seemed like a remake of this to me.
When I saw it in the theater, I really liked it, but I've watched it a few times. And
Sploosh.
Nice.
That's
Sploosh.
That was an awesome. That was
Yeah.
Yeah,
awesome.
I was okay
Oh.
with it when I saw it in theaters, and it's not great though. But like I said, on paper it seems okay, but they just didn't get the right people.
Plus, when they kept saying, well, this is the true sequel, Predator 2 doesn't exist.
Yeah, that was annoying. I thought that
Oh,
they
I wouldn't believe
do
it
anything.
because, as I said, Predator 2 to me is
Stem
great
it from
sequel.
Predator 2.
Well, there are many different predators. That's been established.
Yeah.
Why can't they all exist? I mean, they're all different predators, different situations.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's mainly because we're the only people here who like Predator 2, because that's
Alright. Hey, isn't anybody watching a fan of Predator 2? I hope so. Speak up.
Oh yeah. What do you guys
Actually,
got there?
It's got
What do
crazy
you got-
guy in it. You
EJ
know,
Donnelly wanted to know if we were
the
going
guy
to do
who
a
got his
commentary for Predator 2.
yeah, tweet at us if you want us to watch part 2 right after this commentary.
I don't have it.
Because I'll do it.
Because I can't tonight, but another night.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Predator 2 out there watching with us?
It's got Gary Busey.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
crazy in it. Isn't that weird?
Isn't that so outside his
That's
comfort
strange.
zone?
I love how he meets up with Danny Glover, and like at the very end, he's like, "I'm gonna tell him everything. Screw it."
The tigers, the bears,
Yeah. Oh
the
my.
lion. This is the jungle.
Yeah.
It's like, did he take drugs before or after the scene?
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
You can barely see it, but there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good showdown.
See, movies like this have taught me to look for that kind of thing. So I think I could see
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there, he just gave himself away.
it's like, just try. Quick draw. Just try it. Not gonna happen. No big deal.
Still got
I
the finger
two.
on the trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got two
got
arms
two
and
of
two
them.
guns. Let's go, bitch.
Let's bring it. No big deal.
Look, yeah. The other arm is holding the gun, too.
Mm-hmm.
This
I
is
like
why
that it's personal on this one.
Adrian.
Time for Sonny to just be like, I've had enough.
Yeah, Sonny's like, let's bring it on. Let's just do this.
This is one of the few off-screen deaths that doesn't bother me. Usually off-screen deaths bug the shit out of me, but
Yeah, I was going to ask if people were fine with that, or
it's
if you
one of the
wanted to
only
see
ones
it.
I am fine with. In most movies, I think it's cheap and stupid and cheats us, but this one, I kind of get the effect they were going for, and I think it works.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah.
problem I
Well,
have
well,
with it is because I want to know what happened.
Yeah.
Like, I have to assume that Sonny did better than others just because he's Sonny, but
I mean, I think that's part of it, right? It lets you imagine.
must have been a quick fight though. Jesus.
it
Yeah.
must have been, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, that's why he's standing right out in the open, right?
Yeah.
He wants it to be quick.
Well, I mean, he even opens himself up like right over his heart. Like, you want it, come get it.
That's a steak knife. There we go.
Yeah,
There we
I've
go.
got one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. Rambo ain't got nothing on that. Here we go. And then nothing.
Come on, he wants to meet you face to face like warriors.
But I think this also shows, that the Predator can cover a lot of ground in a very short period of time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Billy, don't be a hero. That's a song. I didn't make it up.
He wasn't a hero. He just expedited his death. That's all.
Hey, where else am I going to get a chance to sing that line?
True.
I have to fit it in how I can.
Go ahead and hit a few more bars of it.
All I can remember is that one of them ends with "Hang your head low," because it's about somebody singing to a guy who's going off to war, and she wants him to come back alive.
It never gets old. It never does.
To the chopper.
And that is a nice callback to the beginning with them showing the arms, because Carl Weathers got his arm shot off, but not him. So it does show he is a stronger guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to make that observation. His arm remained on the body.
Them pythons, though.
Those pythons, that's true, yeah.
Oh.
You can't shoot through those.
No.
Bullets
Right
that can
now,
shoot
you
through.
would think he can't attack him because he's unarmed, but we all know.
Yeah.
It's still a lethal weapon.
He's up.
Yeah.
Those peaks, he's got the peaks on top of peaks, baby.
Well, he still has a knife, and he was aggressive, so he's a target.
Well, yeah, he knows he was the leader of the unit. So.
Yeah, he had a gun earlier shootout.
He's a genetic freak.
Yes.
You're gonna get me started, man. I wish Barry was here. He'd love that shit.
Rick James is a super freak.
Shout out to Barry, who can't be with us tonight. B Junior, we still love you, man. Hope you're doing well out there.
Hope you're drinking a High Life.
Here's to
somewhere.
you, B.
There we go.
Yeah.
And
To you,
for
B.
good
Junior.
measure, here's a waterfall.
Almost empty,
The
but here we
first
go.
fall wasn't enough, so here's a waterfall too.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get a couple of waterfalls in there. He's so manly, one waterfall wouldn't do.
Nah, one waterfall's nothing for him.
Not nearly enough.
Oh, that's I always think
Bounced
about
off
him.
some jagged rocks, no big deal.
That was
Some beautiful water, beautiful water.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
that stunt double needs to hit the gym.
Yeah, should. Need some dye ball. Smoke a few stogies.
They actually. Did you guys see the MythBusters episode where they tried to?
Kill a predator?
They covered themselves in mud to see if that would cover them thermally. Did you guys see that episode?
Nope.
No, I didn't.
What was the
Did
conclusion?
it work?
It didn't work. No.
Oh, come on.
Mythbusters,
Not
once
the
again,
special
ruining my
mud
childhood.
They just use some crappy generic mud.
Yeah.
They probably got mud like from the store or something. This is like real mud.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Real
this is
man mud.
Amazonian mud. Yeah.
And they probably didn't have this kind of physique to put it on either, so.
It only reacts that way with Schwarzenegger's skin.
Yes. It only reacts that way when you apply it to the peak on a peak.
Arnold's like a ninja. He's got total control over his body. He can slow his heartbeat, he can bring his temperature down.
See, this is John
Water
Rambo. He
appears
would
to have
just shot him in
shorted
the
out the
face
cloaking
with a
device.
C4 tipped arrow.
This interstellar aliens equipment is not waterproof.
They don't have water on that planet.
Yeah.
The alien planet.
Very possible.
Just fire. Let's face it, though. I mean, the Dreads, it's very racist. The Predator's very the Dreads and stuff. I mean,
Powered by
We should
God.
really just turn this movie off right now.
Oh, yeah.
He kills like a Rastafarian guy in Predator 2.
Yeah, he
Kills, like,
does,
a
yep.
Jamaican or something, or a Haitian drug lord.
yeah.
Yeah, I think they were Haitian.
Where did Haitians? Is sword fighting a big part of Haitian culture? Because he like takes out a big sword at the end, like he's a samurai or something. I was like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough about Haitian culture. Maybe swords were big.
I think that's what sets that movie apart, man. It's so interesting.
Mm-hmm. King Willie.
Yeah, it was like Steven Seagal.
King Willie's he's kind of like the Billy in that movie because he's the more primal guy. That's like, I'll take you on one-on-one type thing, the way Billy does. I like how he looks at the mud. Like, it must have been the mud.
So we gotta explain to the audience.
I know, he actually says he couldn't see me out loud, even though we have like this long thing of him staring right at him.
It's
Just
really
so you get it, audience.
Yeah.
Arnold probably lobbied for that
test
line.
well.
Like, I better say he couldn't see me, just
Yeah.
to make things clear. My audience is not too smart.
I guess I figured the audience for this type of movie would have like 3 testicles and 10 IQ points.
Yeah.
The manly,
What does
manly.
this say about us? I mean,
The 310 rule.
more testicles means more testosterone, bro.
Into the final act.
Yeah, I love how the movie completely shifts.
Yeah.
Here.
All this is just like a Hunger Games ripoff.
Katniss would totally kick his ass.
Yeah.
This whole movie is a Battle Royale ripoff, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It all comes back to Battle Royale.
Right.
Good commentary of that. I love that movie.
Let's just read message
Oh, I love
board
it, too.
post on here. Gay. This movie's gay.
Nothing's exploding anymore. I've lost all interest.
Yeah, I'm done.
There's no Transformers.
We already saw Arnold setting traps. God damn it. More traps.
Where's the
Home
Get
Alone
the
2 now.
soundtrack.
Ew.
Ew, that's a little bit.
Grody.
Yeah.
There we go.
Poor Sonny.
I think this
Oh.
probably took a while. Oh.
I hate how he throws it away because like later it becomes lore. There we go. Clean it up.
I always
take it
wondered.
home.
I always wondered as a kid, like, what is that crap hanging out? That black stuff. What is that?
Mhm.
Brain
That's
matter.
because it would have been on VHS and it would have been so dark you probably couldn't see it.
Oh, I saw it on my VHS.
Yeah, the VHS I had was so used so many times. Literally, the cover was falling apart.
Oh yeah,
Maybe-
that's how mine was. Yeah.
I remember the trailers before it. It was a teaser for Revenge of the Nerds 2, done in the style of Poltergeist 2. And then there was a trailer for a film called The Pickup
Oh,
Artist.
see? Bow and arrow. Hunger Games.
Oh yes, I remember the pickup artist one. I don't remember the nerds one. I remember the pickup artist one. Yep, I remember that.
See, what he needs is C4 tipped explosive arrows, and it'd be fine. See, Rambo would have just gotten this done in 5 minutes, so.
Still has his watch on.
But you gotta keep time, man.
Gotta keep time.
Especially in moments like this.
They would have been sticking it to Brigitte Nielsen by now.
That's not a scene I'd want to see.
No.
Predator would have done that.
Flex
Predator,
each
not
other.
Red Sonja.
He's putting all his skulls together.
She looked good in Red Sonja.
Yeah, now she's
Yeah, I don't
banging
blame him.
Flava Flav, so.
I know.
Oh man, I've always been on the fence about her. She's always been kind of.
Yeah, not my thing.
Flava Flav.
Yeah, if I would say she looked good, it would definitely be Red Sonja, and that's about it. Not
What
even
about-
Beverly Hills Cop. Was it 2 she was in?
Two.
I thought she looked good in that.
I'm not saying she hasn't looked good in movies. I'm just
She
saying not.
started doing her hair like Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, the short,
Yeah, then she.
spiky hair, yeah. Not doing it for me.
Nope.
Yeah, she went from those movies to like the women in prison Skinamax flicks.
Oh,
What a
awesome.
career path. What a wonderful career path.
I just love Beverly Hills Cop 2 when Eddie Murphy looks at her and he's like, "God damn, that's a big bitch."
I don't know
There's
what
no
it looks like
regrets
on
about
the
her
Blu-ray
career
there,
path
but
as it led to Flava Flav.
yeah, I don't know what it looks like on the Blu-ray there, but when they show the moon on the DVD here, you can like clearly see like where they like put the artwork. Rotoscoping.
Great shot. Always calling me out.
He does have 3 testicles, son of a bitch. Sorry, Predator inner dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had 3. Damn it.
It's one of them triple Y chromosome motherfuckers. Damn it.
I feel like he
Bring the
warms
wrong
up his
gun.
claws.
So he says that, but it's just subtitles. So you can...
All you see is chattering.
Well, see, I think, and the Predator probably knows too. Okay, he's kind of, because the Predator is the sneak attack. Now he's like, okay, this guy's like prepared for me. He wants me to come get him. Turn the tables a little bit.
Mm-hmm. He just like gets out his American flag.
That's how Orc would go out. Like he'd be like instead of Sonny Landon pulling out the machete, he'd just wrap himself an American flag,
Yeah.
and his last words would be,
I'd have a jacket made of bacon. I'd be like, "Bitch, come get me."
his last words would be, "America, Gozu."
Gozu.
It could be like Hulk Hogan do a promo on the Predator.
No, it's interesting to think that's one of the coolest things about movies, specifically, is like what you would do in certain situations, even though most of it's really far-fetched. But I don't know, I find that kind of cool to be like, okay, like that's one of the things I like about the ending of slasher movies is I'm like, okay, where would I go? You know, I don't know. It's just something.
Yeah. What would
If
you
I was
do?
in this movie, I would die.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, what would you say you would do, and what would you actually do?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Shit myself.
In this movie, I would think die. I think I might have had a chance in some of those slasher movies.
It'd be funny if he was
Yeah.
covered in mud and then he took a shit and it just piles up like it's just a pile of shit that turns right to the Predator.
Against-
And he just finds out.
Like against the Predator. Against the Predator, I'd just like cut my arms and legs off and go, "I'm totally defenseless.
Yeah.
You can't kill me. Come on, man.
We know the
Where's
rules.
your integrity? Yeah.
Just like,
Where's your integrity?"
have scoliosis. You don't want this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or be like, "Dude, I've got AIDS."
Ooh, bows and arrows.
So Cole, how exactly does the score go?
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And you're bringing the drums.
That's like.
Oh man.
They should totally rescore the film with the final countdown. I just want to watch that now.
The final countdown.
Yeah, it's the one. It's the one. I
Now
want.
who's panic
I have a whole
fighting?
lot of problems with that either.
And instead of the Predator laughing at the end when he detonates himself, it'd just be the final countdown. It'd just be that,
I like how
not
when
laughter.
he does the same thing they did here. He just shoots everything.
Panic firing. Yeah.
For once, he is not in control.
Yeah.
Maybe some people are put off by the fact that there's, like, once Arnold's by himself, there's no need to talk. He screams, so there's, like, no dialogue.
Hmm.
But it is mean.
Which is a perfect role for him.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, he's not as bad as others. He's a lot worse.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hey, there's guys whose first language is English that are worse, like Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I live for this shit.
Oh my god.
I'm Groot.
If they remade Predator today, it would probably star Vin Diesel.
It would.
It'd be Channing Tatum.
Yeah,
I
you're right,
don't
actually.
hate Vin Diesel that much.
I don't hate it, but it would be
I
funny
hate Vin
because they
Diesel at
put
all.
the
I'm just
Predator and
saying
him
he
standing
can't.
close to each other.
He does not speak well or deliver lines well.
I mean,
Like,
what are we
Sounds like he
talking
has a
about?
stroke.
in the Riddick movies, I think he's good. In like Boiler Room, I thought he was good. But like when you watch him in those Fast and Furious movies, it's just like, I don't know, man. It's just not good. I don't know if it's just, you can't make bad dialogue, sound good, or if it's just him not even caring.
Dude, some
He's
of the
like,
best
check
All
clear.
the bad dialogue.
But like, Pitch Black, where he's not talking a whole lot, he does a great job.
Yeah,
I like
I
Triple
enjoyed
X.
Pitch Black. I don't know why. I couldn't stand the sequel, but I liked Pitch Black.
Pitch
I
Black's a
like
good
the Chronicles of Riddick. I like
Yeah,
the Chronicles
everybody
of Riddick.
seems to like it except me. I can't fucking stand it. But I
Because
like
you
Pitch
hate
Black.
everything, Cole. Come on, dude. Come on.
Like Pitch Black. I haven't seen that movie in years. I wouldn't mind seeing it again.
Did you guys see Triple X with Asia Argento and Vin Diesel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That's one of my. I've never watched that movie and I never will.
I saw that in theaters, but it was to
Not
make
that
fun of.
bad.
I was on a date, and we just went and laughed
Oh.
at it pretty much.
I don't know why.
I like
I've just
Ozzy
made this
Argento.
arbitrary.
Who would have thought there'd be an
System.
Who would have thought there'd be an Ozzy Argento mention during the Predator live commentary?
That's,
You never
Anything
know.
can happen.
yeah.
Uh-oh, he's got that Star Wars targeting system.
I was gonna say I love the targeting system. One of the subtle things that just completely just amazing and it permeates the series.
Multiple hits. Young blood.
Yo, man, you leaking.
You sprung a leak, Holmes.
I love movies like this that you can literally watch over and over and over again and not get tired of them. Like classics.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And the Bloods actually glow stick. They just
Nope.
shook up and broke glow sticks and put
Yeah.
them everywhere. So.
They
I
went to
couldn't
a
imagine what else it could be.
Yeah.
I guess the question is, do they make movies like this anymore? And if not, why?
No, I mean they don't.
Not really. I
They
mean,
don't.
Predator's really a unique movie in a lot of ways. I mean, its concepts aren't unique. Like we said, it's sort of like someone was like, oh, they saw things like from Terminator and Aliens and stuff. But I mean, it's just done so well and has its own feel and everything.
I think Stallone has tried with the Rocky and the Rambo of this era, which I enjoyed.
He
And
succeeded.
the Expendables, he tried to bring it back with the Expendables. I haven't seen the third one yet, so I can't comment on that one, but I really enjoyed the original. And part two wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but I enjoyed it.
They're cheesy, but I love all three. I just like just seeing all the actors, in the same movie.
And part two with Chuck Norris,
I
that
haven't
was
seen
just
the third one.
awesome.
Won't give it any money.
That's how Gibson is in the third one.
Haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah.
Oh, his makeup.
I will see the third one eventually, but I wasn't gonna go like pay money at the theater to see it. No way.
Well, it was leaked like a month before it came out, so.
Yeah.
But I don't know. No, I mean, people will use the word classic and they overuse it. It's kind of like any movie that has like even a cult following. Oh, it's a classic. But I mean, I think Predator actually is a classic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
But I mean, I don't name like 9 Arnold movies and call them all classics because they're not to me. But Predator definitely.
You can get out.
I don't know, Predator, Terminator, Total Recall,
T2.
T2.
Yeah.
I mean, those are classics.
Yeah.
I just mean like movies don't
Running
even
Man.
look like
Kindergarten Cop.
Whoa, wait, whoa.
Jingle all the way.
That's a
Now
Christmas
you're-
classic to me. I got to watch that every year.
Blade Zero.
Twins.
But I mean, like movies, even in general, they don't look like this anymore. They're not edited
No.
like this anymore. They're not.
The closest
They're made
thing
for
we got
people
to
that
this
have no
movie is
attention.
Anaconda.
I like this part. It's like normally he would have just killed him by now, but he's trying to figure out what the hell he is. You're different than everybody
Yeah.
else. What makes you tick?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he knows this is the last guy, so I've had fun. Let me stretch this out. Let me.
He thinks he's
Show him a
worthy.
little respect and go hand to hand too.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
killed
I
the
always
other
think
guy
I paid.
exactly, but here,
He goes, oh, you think you're a tough guy? All right, I'll take my shit off and then we'll go at it.
Yeah.
No
Oh,
more
yeah, I think
spears,
taking
no
off
more
the mask
guns, no more
here-
bullshit.
That's a sign of respect.
Yeah,
I
he
show
thinks
you my
Arnold's
face.
worthy.
And
Like,
here comes the face.
He kills Sonny Landon very quickly, but like, okay, this guy, he knows what he's doing.
He's the last one. So
Yeah, but yeah, he had to catch up to the others.
Or like the
Yeah.
trailer said, he picked the wrong man to hunt.
And I mean, how iconic is this moment here? Not just the reveal of the Predator, but Arnold's response.
Ugly motherfucker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well played.
Do you remember what the response was in the theater, Mike, to the reveal of the Predator's face?
They were cheering, you know, just everybody. And then he said that line, and everybody busted up laughing.
It looks so great still.
Great job, Stan
Yeah.
Winston. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Wham! Backhand. I mean, we never see that in a movie. Arnold just gets
Yeah, he
floored
just-
like that.
Yeah.
He bitch slapped him 30 yards. I mean,
He's running.
Predator's keeping that pimp hand strong.
yeah. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, he's running away from the Predator. We've never seen Arnold run away from anybody. I mean, he's getting his ass beat. You never saw that. Man.
He's fighting him on his own terms. All right, you want to
But
punch?
I got to give credit for Arnold for letting this happen, because there's a lot of big
Yeah.
stars that would not let him get beat up like this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see like Steven Seagal ever doing something like that.
I know.
No.
That's the one like thing that's like constant in like 90% of his movies. Is like he never even gets challenged.
And weirdly enough, Steven Seagal was going to do Predator 2.
I'm so glad that
Oh,
didn't
really?
happen.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that didn't happen.
Because weirdly enough, around the same time, Fox did a film called March for Death, which also had Haitians and a guy with a sword.
For
Oh,
some reason, I remember that one really well.
I don't know. I realize it's popular to hate on Steven Seagal in the modern era, but I was a huge fan during the first
same
4 or
here.
5 movies he made. You know, I thought they were awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I love his
For me,
other
I don't
stuff.
hate on him. It's got nothing to do with modern era. I mean, I watched those movies back in the day when I was younger, and I just mean my dad loves it. He's my dad's guy. My dad I bet you my dad, who doesn't remember anything, and is certainly not like us, he's probably seen Under Siege more than anybody here, which is really saying something.
Doubtful. Doubtful.
Pretty much any time it's on TV, he watches it. And it's on TV all the time. So,
But I watched the
I've
part
just never been impressed by Steven Seagal. I mean, I
I would
understand
understand.
that Aikido is very useful. Aikido is very practical and useful, but I don't really care about it on screen, to tell you the truth.
well, now, I watched the part with Erica Eleniak coming out of the birthday cake quite a few times. So
He really?
That was probably his
Stop the
last
music
good
up.
movie.
Yeah.
I mean, he did maybe 4 movies that I think are okay, but I mean, all of them I prefer somebody to him, squinty-eyed, slow-walking bastard.
Yeah, I love
Well,
Earl
I mean-
Seagal, just he went on to make some atrocious fucking movies later on.
yeah. Well, to get back to Predator,
Yeah.
Predator here looks better than the Predators in Alien vs. Predator, or he looks the design is so much better.
Yeah.
I can't really remember. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, they look cheaper in AVP. I don't know
Yeah,
if because
yeah,
Stan
much
Winston didn't do it, or
Yeah, I don't know.
they have the
Yeah.
budget.
I think the Predator looks
Yeah.
best in Predator 2.
Yeah,
You get to see
Definitely
more of
looking
him. It's brighter.
Yeah, yeah. He had kind of a different color too. Like he had a lot of reds and brighter colors in Predator too. Yeah.
They had to
He's
change
my
him to
favorite.
like suit the environment and stuff like that, so it comes out fit.
Yeah.
Must finish. Big Rock.
Put me out of my misery.
Oh.
It's like, oh, he's done.
What the hell are you?
You just repeat it back.
I always thought I heard him say Predator here, like he breathed Predator.
No, he
He
says
says,
he
"What I
repeats it. He
am, I
says,
am
"What the hell are you?" Back to him. Now, is he repeating that just to repeat it, or does he know what it means and he's asking the same question?
I think it's just like that scene before Arnold just scared him into speaking English.
When it was, like after he says that, I always imagine he breathed Predator, because when he breathes out, there's a sound that sounds like Predator. I always thought.
Cole had a point, like how would he know how to communicate in our language? But it is a scene like recognizing each other as superior forms of another race.
Right.
What are
Really
you?
my point. I mean, he can mimic, right? And it's sort of like, I like to think that he does understand it. But he actually is saying the same thing. He's like, what the hell are you? That can beat
Maybe
me.
he did a little research.
I really do think
Exactly.
it's like that. Like, he's so shocked by Arnold that he's like, what the hell are you? I thought I knew what I was
Exactly.
dealing with.
That's the way I always took it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's open to
Or
interpretation,
like, you know,
but I just mean, it's a good line that he just repeats it. Whether
See,
he
Schwarzenegger got away from a nuclear explosion, didn't even need a fridge.
Nope.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, and I mean, you know, to the
Slits
Predator
ground.
the Predator who is the monster, Arnold is a monster to him.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Kevin
What the hell
Peter
are you?
Hall right there.
And
That's
there's
the
Kevin Peter
helicopter
Hall right
pilot.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P. sir.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Look at that mushroom cloud.
the mark of any good movie.
There's the
Finally, the much talked about chopper has arrived.
The
Like 50 times.
game.
Yeah.
Even though I know he could possibly
so
outrun the
badass.
initial blast, but the shockwave and the radiation.
Oh, that's
That's in
to
every
get
movie,
around.
though.
What kind
People
of
outrun
alien-
every
Well, but it's an
explosion.
alien bomb. Maybe the alien bomb doesn't have that.
Maybe it's
You
cleaner.
survive every explosion by running
It's a
and
clean
jumping
bomb.
into the air at the right time.
That's all you gotta do.
It's an alien bomb.
we'll pretend he
You
died of
burn,
radiation
you don't get
poisoning.
by
later.
shrapnel.
Well, in the arcade game, he's like part cyborg. Like, you can play that game as Duke. He's got like a metal arm and stuff, so it's like, well, he just got replacement parts. He's still a badass.
Oh,
The Predator gets the last lap, he loses one of his 3 testicles to radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
By
it
the
was
way,
in
the
Predator.
woman survived. Hooray!
And look at him, they're just beaten,
He's like-
brutalized.
He looks a little bit tired. You guys noticed that?
We're gonna have
He
to
went
do
home and
review.
He
had a
slept
nap.
really well that
He
night.
went home and had a nap.
He slept really well that night, I'm sure. He had a stogie and a stiff drink, and he slept for like 48 hours.
Also, the mark of many action movies, it ends with a helicopter ride away.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Off into the sunset.
Yeah, the 1980s horse.
Yeah,
Richard Chavez is Poncho.
oh man, he's reading Sergeant Rock. That's awesome.
Yep. Yep.
DC Comics, yo.
I love how that
Stunning.
it's like
They're
this is
smiling.
something-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we just died, but we're gonna smile.
Yeah. Bill Duke is back.
Yeah, there's no shot of her in the movie doing that.
80s comedy. Oh.
Dylan.
Maybe like Arnold, he's the only one that they just showed from the movie. Like,
Yeah, all the others, they have
Yeah.
something made up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Arnold,
wouldn't come
Arnold
back
wasn't
for
present
another
that day.
shot. Yeah, he wasn't coming
Yeah,
back.
Arnold
I
wasn't
couldn't
present
afford to
that
bring
day.
him back for the little outro shot.
Exactly.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, if
But
I had
just
it at the end,
freeze
Kevin
frame.
Peter Hall as the Predator. You think
Oh,
they'd have
by
that
the
at the
way,
start.
Applause, applause.
Oh, goodness, yes.
never
Yeah.
gets
great
old.
choice, guys.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
What?
Yes,
Yes.
good
Excellent,
voting.
excellent choice by all
Thank
you guys
you,
out there.
Nation.
Good voting. Thank you, Nation. Although Big Trouble in Little China would have made a great one as well, there were definitely enough votes for it that we'll throw it back into the running next season, because we're definitely going to do more of these viewers' choice live commentaries. Let's see what's going on out in Sausage Factory Nation. I know we had a lot of questions and comments thrown at us during this show. Let's see. AJ Roberts tweets at us. He says, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers did have a baby. Haven't you guys seen Tiny Lester?
Oh, whoa!
Yep. Well, Tiny Lister, I'm sorry. Zeus. Yes. Also, AJ, I do believe Sonny Landham started his career in pornography.
As you do.
Wooblock shared his Predator music theme with us on Twitter, so we'll definitely have to check that out.
Definitely.
Let's see what's going on in the comment section of the video.
It's sad. I think these writers
DJ
wanted to. Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
DJ Donnelly asks, why did the Predator not go after the girl? Why did it follow Arnold instead? Rahu, do you want to answer that?
Well, I think I commented on that too, and the whole thing I was thinking is that she's not like a warrior. He's not out to kill her because she's not running around in the jungle with a gun trying to kill people. She's an innocent, I guess. He's only out to hunt game that he thinks is up to his snuff, right?
Yeah.
Booty dog.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There would
So
have been no point killing her.
no.
No story.
Brick by Brick, who is a new viewer, has watched our commentary tonight and liked it. Thank you for watching, sir. Thank you for tuning in. Holiday Styles says, Bloodsport Kickboxer, best Van Damme movies. The Alien is better than the Predator just because how Ash describes it in the first movie. A pure organism, no fear, no remorse, cold in heart. Don't affect it because of what it's made of. Structural perfection. DJ Donnelly says, out of Predator and Alien, that's hard, but I watch the two Predator movies more, so I'm a Predator guy. Okay, cool. John Avenger says, the Star Wars trailer, I will wait until I see Avengers 2 because it's worth waiting. Remember, it's not coming out until December, so it's not a summer release.
Yeah. I guess if they're going to show it for, Avengers 2 in theaters, then I can't avoid it. Because obviously I'm going to be there.
You'll be in the middle of the theater like, no.
I'll watch it.
DJ Donnelly also asks, will you guys do a fan commentary for Predator 2? Perhaps.
Right now.
Our boy Jason Freddy's watching. Tim, how are you doing tonight, buddy? Jason Lama, our friend, is watching as well. Hope you're doing well. Anything going on in the live chat tonight, Jay?
Yeah, let's see. I had a question from, if I can scroll through all this filth that Orc has put on the chat over here.
As per usual.
Joey Boy had a question. I think he wanted to know if we think Mike Myers or Jason Voorhees can defeat Predator.
No.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I hate to say this, but I think Jason's too stupid. Michael's just not
Michael,
not big enough.
Yeah. It would take Predator a while to kill them because they're kind of unkillable, but they couldn't really do much to him.
Blow their heads
I
off.
don't think so. John Avenger makes a good point. He says John McTiernan has made more entertaining movies than a lot of action directors today who shake the camera and can't find good editors. Totally agree.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bexic99's watching tonight. How are you doing, buddy? And that's pretty much it. So, yeah, what are you guys' closing thoughts on Predator?
To me, honestly, the film speaks for itself. It's classic and rewatchable many times over.
As it said, it's testament to how good it is that, it's an Arnold movie, but it's not all about him. It's probably my second favorite Arnold movie after, Judgment Day, and he's not even, the main driving force. I mean, I'm glad he's in it, he's good and stuff, but like I said, it's more about just the movie itself and what's in it and the Predator, than Arnold's larger-than-life personality. So,
I mean, what can you say about the special effects? Winston knocked it out of the park with the design and the execution of the creature. You have a good cast. It's total 80s machismo, but it's also, you can also look at it as a 10 Little Indians, very thin story that, that they did a lot with. I mean, the story's pretty bare bones. These guys go, on a mission. They end up in the jungle. They get attacked. one by one they get killed. It could be a very stupid movie, but it's so good they just made all the right choices.
Yep, absolutely. Closing thoughts, Raho?
Just an action classic, and I think nailed it. Rewatchable. I mean, I watch this movie. I don't know how many times I watched this movie, and every time I throw it in, I still giggle at the silly lines. I still, you know what I mean? I get it. I love watching the camaraderie of those guys, and then I love watching them get picked apart. And the movie just has so many like ups and downs, and completely changes tone. It's just easily one of the best action movies. You can just sit down, veg out, have a beer, and just enjoy it. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What about you, Stingray?
Man, I watch a lot of crap that I speak pretty highly about, and it's a classic. I mean, like the other guys said. I mean, you can't argue it. Can't argue it.
Well, you can, but you'd be wrong.
We were talking.
No,
Yeah, exactly. we were talking about it before the show, and I was just like, to me, it's perfect. I mean, there's like no flaws in the movie, none. It is the quintessential, one of those movies that you can just go back and watch over and over and over again, and it's just as good the 100th time as it is the first time, I think. So, what about you, Ort? Closing thoughts on Predator?
It was a good stepping stone for future politicians of this great country. Who did rather well in office.
You gave them a lot of needed experience.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah. Yeah. Including, we can't say Sonny Landon was a future politician, though he tried. He tried.
He did try.
Actually, AJ Roberts mentioned something in the tweets about he was involved in 4 car accidents in Kentucky, so that probably helped him not get elected. But
I wonder if when he lost, did he like stand on a rock and cut himself?
Yeah,
I just remembered there was a Mad TV sketch a few years ago, Mad TV of all things, that had Carl Weathers. It was a fake commercial for Carl Weathers running for governor based on the fact that he was a predator.
Yeah.
And he also uses a line that he has the Apollo credentials. How good is that?
I'm going to have to go to YouTube after this is done.
Yeah,
that's
I
awesome.
just remembered that. It's pretty funny.
That's awesome. Well, what have we got next week for Sausage Factory Nation work?
We have When Nature Runs Amok is our next episode.
When nature runs amok.
Next Thursday, live on the Sausage Factory YouTube channel at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us as we discuss movies where nature runs amok. It's going to be another fun one. Again, thanks so much for everybody out there who participated in the Viewers' Choice Live commentary voting. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight, making this so much fun. We will definitely do more Viewers' Choice Live commentaries in Season 4. Also, a reminder, Season 3 of the Sausage Factory is slowly winding down. I think we've only got 3 shows after tonight. So, Season 3 is slowly winding down. Or it's rapidly winding down, I should say. So, but yeah, tune in next week as we discuss movies where nature runs amok.
So,
thanks again for tuning in.
I was going to say, how many hours do you think we're going to spend on The Happening?
At least an hour and a half. At least an hour and a half.
That could be its own show. We'll just dissect that movie in its entirety.
Maybe I should.
Or why don't we just do a live commentary for The Happening?
Oh god.
Let's not do that. I don't want to lose.
Oh, God. But thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. We appreciate it. We hope you enjoyed our first annual Viewers' Choice Live commentary for the classic Predator. Until next week, we'll see you guys. Have a great one. Peace.
Sayonara.
What are they saying, Canada? Peace out.
Peace out.
Sayonara. And fuck that trend.